Kill her. I hardly knew her. Thank you.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're playing Gateway.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Gateway.
Yeah.
Oh my
Gateway.
God, really?
On twitch.tv/the Unexpectables.
Yeah,
Every
the
other
Unexpected
Saturday.
dudes.
Every other Saturday at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Centralis. Centralis.
Indeed,
sounds
indeed,
lovely.
indeed.
I'm excited to be here.
I am excited to have
you?
you here.
How are you? I'm glad.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I wouldn't be excited to be here.
Going, everybody.
Someone was saying it went live, but it was mute, so your whole joke might have just fallen flat.
Oh, you wanted to use this
Well, they didn't need to hear it anyway.
flat like the sarsaparilla.
You can
Flat-
watch it on the
Flat
YouTube
like
version.
this soda.
Oh my.
How's it
Good
going,
gravy.
everybody?
Oh, I ain't
Going
too
good.
bad.
How about you, Connor? How you been?
I'm doing all right.
I've been in a great mood.
That sounds
Had a-
adequate.
Had a very interesting week, but fret not. We are here and we are ready to play some gosh dang tabletop games.
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Let's go around the horn and introduce ourselves. Caitlyn, where can they find you? What are you up to?
You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. On Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/Boobs McBalrog with zeros instead of O's, because Twitch hates boobs. I generally play Stardew Valley pretty late in the evenings. I always say I want to stream more during the day, but I'm working on some projects I'm really excited about right now, so that's not happening very much at the moment.
Oh, I get
But
that.
I'm
Finds a
really,
way.
really excited, like really excited. And one day we'll get to talk about it. But other than that, every Friday I've been playing It Takes Two with Nick over at
Hi.
twitch.tv/nerdon. And yes, I'm part of a podcast called Nerd on the Podcast, where we have 2 shows that come out every single week, one of which we record live on Sundays over at twitch.tv/nerdon. Join at 3 p.m. PST, and you can ask questions and be part of the show. That's it for me.
Cool.
Excellent. Rabbit, where can they find you? What are you up to?
Hey, you can find me on twitch.tv/Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream on Mondays, then Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, except for the Saturdays when I do this. I stream mostly horror games, RPGs, retro games, and puzzle games. If I said puzzle twice, it's because I'm dyslexic, kind of. Anyway, so the newest thing that happened was I met up with one of my friends I haven't seen in 2 years yesterday. Well, actually today. Because he was doing a stall at a festival that was right next door to where I live. And, yeah, he also gave me permission to shout out his place of business on my show. So ain't that cool? I kind of got my first sponsor thing, huh? That's neat. And I also found 2 really rare vinyls today. I found an original printing of the album Odessa by the Bee Gees and an original first run print of the 1975 album Ambrosia. It's their self-titled album. They're a prog rock band. Really good.
Cool.
The last game I played was Halo Reach. That was fun.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Lanny Pator, where can they find you?
Moi. Well, they can find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator. I just finished playing Ratchet and Clank, so I need to find something else to play now that my life has emptied significantly. Might try to pick up some Guilty Gear Strive here, just play out some, might do some online matches and get absolutely stomped by people who want to join in on that.
Hell yeah.
So feel free to pop on over tomorrow, twitch.tv/LannyPator. And if you're not all role played out over on this channel, feel free to drop in on Monday, because we got a little campaign called The Ties That Bind. Connor, Caitlyn, you both join, as well as our buddy Shadow Dancer Bob and Takahata 101.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pop on in. They just made it to the Academy of like the Arcane Academy of the Elves, and they're in this like weird future Magitech society, and the stuff's weird, stuff's crazy.
They've got pens. It's nuts.
They do. They have pens and pants, like actual pants with zippers.
What?
What?
Fuck?
I don't know,
Unholy.
man. But you gotta check it to find out exactly how many teeth those zippers have.
Indeed.
So tune in if you're that curious.
They have 7 teeth.
And that's don't spoil it.
Shit, sorry.
5 o'clock Central Time over on twitch.tv/LannyPator on Mondays.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's mostly me.
Sarah, where can they find you? What are you up to?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E. Willia. Am I shilling? Should I shill? I'm very tired. I've been in the sun for like a few hours, and I think it's making me sleepy. Heat stroke! Woo! Nah, I'm fine. But do I shill? What am I doing?
You're
if
shill
you're-
it.
if you're
Chill
on-
away, Sarah.
Yeah,
Tell
shill
people
away.
where they can find your
away.
various social medias and
That was my social medias.
yeah.
Then you did it. Good job.
Hooray!
Proud of you.
Yelled at if I don't
Da-da-da-da.
shill stuff.
Why?
I get yelled at.
I'm
By who?
angry now. Ah.
I would yell at you.
I have such ire in my heart now.
Ed yells at me when I don't shill.
Well, he's
that's Ed always though. He yells
And
all
he's
the
not here
time.
right now, I think.
I'm sure
Okay.
he's
Anywhere.
yelling in his room. I'll try and keep him out of the house, okay?
Okay.
But if he has
Unless
sushi, I'll
Yeah, I
think
was gonna
about it.
I was gonna say, unless
just-
he bribes you with sushi.
Yeah, it's a pretty
You
good
just-
bribe for me.
You just change the locks while he leaves.
Yeah, well,
But then we don't get delicious sushi.
no, that's a good point.
Now you see, my boyfriend's yelling at me to shill.
What's a show that you're excited about that you're on right now?
Everything is exciting.
Well, didn't you just have a scary lady?
She's not scary. She just has particular tastes.
What show is it in?
It's new anime called oh god, this name.
Yep.
New anime called Full Dive. This ultimate next gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life. And no, it's not cursing if it's in the title. Anyway, I play
And you
Mizurisa. She's a special girl.
She likes friendship of a different kind.
If you want to call it that. She mostly just
I
likes
do.
dismemberment.
Yeah, friendship of a different kind.
Yeah, instead of your friend being in one place, your friend can be over there and over there.
In multiple places. At
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. America and Guilty Gear Strive. Okay, I'm cool.
once. Wow.
I might be seeing that
Yeah.
to you tomorrow then.
Nah, not unless you're playing story mode.
That's probably what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh, okay then.
Oh,
She was
boy.
the president. She's not
Oh
anymore.
my god.
The president.
Sarah, you were the president and you weren't gonna shill that?
She was the president. Now
You
she's like
were the
vice
president?
She's the vice
Boy.
president.
She's like, or this. I forget if she's the vice president or she's just like the assistant to the new president. I don't know.
She used to be the president, but now she's the vice president.
You're the president in my mind.
The deepest lore.
Oh. Uh-oh.
All right.
What was that? Who happened?
As my phone it yells Amber Alerts at me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brownsville, Texas, license plate DR6K226. Brown Kia Optima. Anybody see it? Report it. There you go.
Yes, please.
Did my civil
please.
service.
Report it
But
to
yeah, I
your-
think I've adequately shilled.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
And of course, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Playing some tabletop games with my buddies. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, Count Widget. Probate drops by, and we might have a couple of other people that are getting into it as well with us on Tabletop Tuesday.
You definitely are. You definitely are building a war clan.
Yeah. Friday is Friday Funhouse, where I basically just play whatever I want with whoever feels like showing up.
What was the last thing you played on Friday Funhouse?
I played Guilty Gear Strive with viewers and friends, and I also played some Amogus.
Bogus.
Where my friends are fucking cheaters and like to group up.
Now that's
That's poor sportsmanship right there.
truly.
I didn't mean to rip the knob off that one. Anyway.
Saturdays, when I'm not doing this or the Prince Division every other week, you can find me over at my channel playing some Yakuza. We just finished Akiyama's story in Yakuza 4, and now we're moving on to Saijima. 18 count
very
Saijima.
nice.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I'm loving the game so far. And
the living
Sunday,
truck, Saijima.
Connor, I think
Yeah.
you got a little crinkliness to your audio.
I got a little
yeah.
crinkle. A bit
A
of
little
crinkle.
bit of
It
crinkliness.
might not be coming through on OBS though, so it might just be on our end.
Damn. I'll see what I can do about it.
Chat, if you hear it, let him know.
Do you hear a crinkle, chat? Let me know in the comments. And Sunday, I am going to be trying to make my way through Resident Evil 8 because people want to talk about it around me, and they don't want to spoil me, so I'm gonna fucking play it, is what I'm gonna do.
Good game.
I've had to give my friends a wide berth when that game came out because I was like, ooh, ooh, like I was like sliding around.
Yeah.
People.
Oh god.
Yeah. That's my streaming schedule for this week. But be sure to check out Dead House Sonata, the action RPG where you play the fight the living. Been helping promote the game for a while now, and I am going to take this time to correct myself. The game is not coming out this year. It is scheduled to come out sometime in 2022. I was informed that is no longer the case, and I'm sorry for any misinformation I might have been spreading. So yes, it is not coming out this year. It is more than likely coming out sometime next year.
Well, I'm looking forward to
I
next year.
apologize
then.
for anybody who was a bit peeved about receiving some of that false information as well.
Well, it'll be worth the wait.
It'll be
Yeah.
worth the wait. I hope it was worth the wait. Yeah. Also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild, where I release a bunch of 5th edition subclasses. Most recently, I did the Augmentation Specialist Artificer, where it lets you replace different parts of your body with machinery, and a fucking Mega Man ion cannon that you can put on your arm. Be sure to check out sometime next month for the Circle of the Sentinel Druid, where you can use your wild shape to create weapons and armor.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Other than that, gotta thank our wonderful sponsor for this evening's festivities, Die Hard Dice. Wow. Yep, Die Hard Dice has supplied us with a bunch of dice to use on our various shows. I myself am using a lovely green and silver dice set. I forget what it's called, but it is absolutely stunning. They sent it to me a couple weeks back, and I'm going to be rolling them for the first time tonight. It's exciting. Without Monty's
is.
frantic ASMR, doesn't sound the same. Oh yeah, well.
Come on, Connor. Got it.
Do it! Yeah!
ASMR here stands for angry.
Yeah, what? I don't understand what's happening.
I gotta
It's a
put all these
different
dice
kind
away
of,
now.
It's a different kind of feeling here, buddy.
Yeah,
now
a little
I
bit.
have to-
Not gonna lie.
That
have
was
to
me.
put away-
That was my bad. My bad.
I have to put away all these fantastic Die Hard dice. That come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors in both polymer and metal varieties as well. They also have, for the remainder of June, they've got gay dice that are 33% off. You can pick up a whole set for about $8. It is a fantastic deal. Go ahead and pick yourself up some gay dice right now. They also have all sorts of other Pride-themed dice. Be sure to go out and check and see And yeah, all sorts of fun stuff happening there. But if that's not quite your speed, then go head on over to dieharddice.com, and if you use the code Greckles on checkout, you can get 10% off your order at dieharddice.com.
Die Hard Dice.
Yeah, they've got some extra fun stuff coming down the pipeline as well. That's a secret.
Oh.
Your extra fun stuff.
Yeah, you are.
Shucks. All
The
right.
dice are made of bees.
Oh, what?
And with that, the only people I have left to thank are you, the wonderful viewers here with us tonight.
You are wonderful.
No webcams today. No webcams at all.
I don't think I've ever had a webcam on this one.
Nope.
Oh Lord, that's part of the reason I come here.
Ah!
What?
Same, you never
Oh,
see it.
I'm a finicky creature who's lazy and doesn't want to have to put on makeup every Saturday.
You don't
I-
have
I
to
mean,
do
that's
that.
I
to be
would.
on- I know.
I would.
I know you
Not-
would.
It's
But you don't have to.
It's not just about making myself look good. It's about calming my nerves. It's like
I get that. I've done
uh,
that before.
Hey.
There are only so many maid outfits I can wear on my webcam in a day, so I get it.
The Ink Den, thank you for the 500 bits. I
There it
still
is.
have to catch up, so I'll see you all in the VOD. Have good rolls.
Bye.
You better.
Oh, okay.
Game Master Ant, thank you for the 14 months. Subs. Subs never change. Unless they get higher. Unless you decide to change them or stop them. Then they change. But most of the time, they never change. Saru, thank you for the Prime sub for 6 months. Apex could totally be a professional wrestler.
I will look into this.
Iron Einherjar, thank you for the 100 bits. No message, just bits. The White Fox Sup, thank you for the 15 months. Ding! Zenlita, thank you for the 300 bits. It's okay, Sarah, you're safe. There's no such thing as Bosco and Gateway. He's just a myth.
Until I eat sushi.
Yeah.
It's true.
I feel like that's going down in the history books.
You thought you were safe from him, but then he appeared, and now nothing is safe.
That's true. He does do that.
He appears in your
Yes.
house if you should turn the lights off in your bathroom and look at the mirror and say his name 3 times.
Not gonna say that hasn't happened.
See?
Yeah.
See, it's true.
The Twitch Gamer, thank you for the 12 months of Prime subbage. Sarah, I want you to shill because I love you and I love your work. You deserve the attention.
Yes. Don't you blow a raspberry about my friend's work. Don't you do it.
How could you?
I'll come up there.
I'm
will.
very confused now.
Good.
I'm not allowed to raspberry, so I had to come up with something else. So.
She screeched
What's
instead.
happening?
Sarah and I are just talking. That's all.
Think
gotta
I
give him
can't
one
make
of
other
these.
noises? I got noises out the wazoo.
Yeah?
I can fit so many noises in this bad boy.
Oh,
So
you
do
can
I.
make noises! I'll make noises!
I knew that was coming.
Luke the Lucas, thank you for the 100 bits. It's going to be a real rough night of work for me. Glad to have you all to help me through it. Yeah. I'm very envious of everybody that gets to listen to podcasts while they work.
Aw.
But Connor, you
made-
get to make the podcast while you work.
That is
That's
true.
true.
Exactly. That's true. You made
Ah.
Big Fart.
What?
I did
Don't
made it a
sigh
fart.
at that.
He made Big Fart.
You made
That's
big
the most
fart.
You
relieved
make
sigh.
big fart.
Oh
You
my
made
God.
big fart.
You make
Man.
funny fart noise.
We're
Nom
gonna
nom
lose
goblin.
everyone.
Thank you for the 200 bits. Day 2 of the heat wave, and I am appreciative of this distraction. Tomorrow and Monday go near 110, and I am not excited. Oh my god.
Oh God, I want to throw up just hearing that.
Yeah, that kind of heat just makes me want to stay in bed for the rest of the day.
Oh my god, that's the kind
Fuck
of
that.
heat where I wake up and my bed looks like the Shroud of Turin.
I'm eating ice cubes for dinner.
What are you eating for dinner? Survival.
Oh my God.
Borscht.
What are you eating for dinner? Don't talk to me.
Don't look at me.
The Friendly Grim, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh no, I have to wait to play for free. I might have to buy it so I can play Dead House. Yes, please do buy Dead House now. The action RPG replays the Dead Effect.
You can play as a Skeleman.
It's true. Protoss103, thank you for the 100 bits. I just downloaded the Pip-Boy app now to mess with Louise's inventory and equip and unequip all of her weapons.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Yeah, you think that'd be a problem, but it's Louise. So.
Power for the course.
Exactly. You're powered by luck and gumption.
It's true.
She's scrappy.
Mhm.
The scrappiest little scavenger I ever did see.
You're a little scoundrel, aren't you? Pseudonym 92, thank you for the 13 months. This episode is brought to you by Boscoway. Keep away those pesky Boscos.
It's usually pretty faulty.
Damn it.
Yeah. Can't stop him.
No, you can't. You can't.
I'm hoping the line of salt on my door stops him this time.
Mm-mm.
Or is
No.
that demons? That one might be
That's
demons.
Yes. That one's
that-
demon.
Let's see if it works anyway.
That's Steven. Yeah, sure. If it keeps in the way, I got a question to ask him.
Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Yo, I thought I'd mention that I'm currently making some apple crisp with apples from my tree. Although the tree has so many more apples that I'm trying to figure out what else I can make with them.
Oh my god, make
Ooh.
applesauce, apple butter, poached apples, apple pie, apple muffins, apple cake,
Apple
caramel
brown
apples,
Betty.
apple stuffing,
Great,
apple cider
good
donuts,
one.
Cobbler!
sangria, apple cider vinegar, apple juice. Stop. No. Okay. Sorry.
I love that you
I have
love
so many
apples,
apple things
I
in my
do.
mind all of the time.
Yes, the apples are so good.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Make
can't
apple
get away
jacks,
from
even if
them.
they don't taste like apple. Find a way.
Yeah. Find
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah, do it.
Apple?
You are my rock star. You can make the
Salad.
Waldorf salads are actually really damn good.
They are really
Mo-
good.
Monty can't stop me here.
I just love the echo.
Yeah, but you know what? The sin of what you've done is gonna be on you, and she's gonna hunt you down over the past next 7 days.
I just open my oven and she's there. The evil seed of what
Oh my
you've done
God.
germinates within you.
Oh,
What are you
You look
doing in
outside-
my house?
You look outside your window, her cat's just there with a notepad, just going.
Skinner Dippy, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Connor and Rabbit, have you guys ever heard of the war game Fallout Wasteland Warfare? I got my starter pack this week, and it's damn fun reading the rules. That's like the war game, I think. The Fallout war game? I
I
am
didn't know they
interested
had
in
a
it.
Fallout war game.
I've heard
Yeah,
about this,
no.
actually. Yeah, I have heard about it. I'm
Lay it on
intrigued
me.
by it. I'm intrigued by it. No, I don't know anything about it, but I know it exists. Yeah, no, it
Sounds
seems
pretty fun,
intriguing.
though. I love war games.
Yeah. I'll have to give it a look myself.
I'm gonna make
Irrelevant.
1,000 Louises.
Irrelevant, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Today's episode of Gateways brought to you by
Wow.
Die Hard Dice and through the generous donations of viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah,
Aw.
it's true.
Thanks, Irrelevant.
Yeah. Luke the Lucas, thank you for the 100 bits. Since Louise has a Pip-Boy, can she use VATS?
Vats of grease. Vats of.
I feel like the combat
know.
system is just how VATS is.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what it is, yeah. Like the original RPG. And finally, Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. By the way, I thought I should specify that these are Anna apples.
Oh. Anna.
Ooh.
Never
I've
heard
not
of
heard
Anna
of-
apples.
Great, now she's gonna have to special order them because we don't sell them in the Rouse.
I want to know what they're like.
She's gonna have
pretty
to
alright.
order
I
them
need to
off
know their unique-
Amazon or
I need to
something.
know their unique flavors.
Flavor
Apple
profile.
Amazon.
They taste like Anna.
What?
That's cannibalism!
But who's Anna?
The apple lady.
Apparently, what
No
the
one
apples
anymore.
are made of.
An apple is a dual-purpose cultivar of domesticated apple that is very early ripening and does well in warm climates. And it
No,
was
it's
bred
from
by
a lady
Alice
named
Stein.
Anna.
That's cannibalism? Oh, fuck.
Anna was bred by Abba Stein at the Ein Shemeh Kibbutz in Israel.
So
And
it
it's
is a
apparently-
lady named Anna.
Abba
Abba.
Stein.
What?
Like the-
Oh, come on! You had Abba Apple sitting right there.
They
Abba.
got her like they did at the end of Secret Window. She was in the ground, her body. They
Oh,
grew
it's
the
like
apple
a
trees
golden.
with her.
It's like a golden delicious.
Ooh.
I like
all
the
right.
I like the cannibalism headcanon better.
Elvin, thank you for the 3 months. Love you guys. Can't never get enough of these campaigns out of you all. Yeah.
Aw.
And speaking of the campaign, we got to go ahead and get to it. So,
Yeah,
let's go
you
ahead and
gotta
get started
yeah.
here.
Scamper.
All right, everybody, get out of the chat.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. It's time for Gateway.
Okay.
All right. Let me just. Also, I apologize if you hear fireworks outside. People don't know that it's the fucking 26th of June!
They just like blowing stuff up.
That's what I like doing. Celebrate the birth of your country by blowing up a small part of it.
Oh.
All right. Ahem.
Hammer.
When last we left our Wastelanders, Apex the Wildman, Alvin the Mechanic, Louise the Scavenger, and Cynthia the Nurse. The gang was making their way to the small ruined settlement of Clayton, right outside of St. Louis City, where Louise had an encounter with the mother of the late, great Phil. After a heartfelt talk and learning that Barry, a man from Louise's past, was last seen in the city, our heroes resolved to make their way to St. Louis in search of answers to many of their questions. But not before Cynthia seemed to have spotted a group marching in the middle of the night, who seemed to belong to an altogether new faction, calling themselves the Archers. What shenanigans will the gang get up to this time? Find out now on Gateway.
So, as we fade back in, it is the top of the day. You are all well rested. And you were going to make your way to St. Louis proper, I believe?
Yeah, I believe we.
yes.
I believe
Yeah,
last time we
yeah.
ended with the title card of us standing on the like we.
That's true.
We can see the arch in the distance.
Map.
For those of you who are looking, it probably looks something like this. Sans the car in the background.
Hmm?
Yeah, like the picture on the
Where?
On the stream,
Come on.
probably.
on the stream. Yeah.
Oh.
The one with us in the car.
No, don't worry. I was the same way. I was like, where is it?
Apex is in there. Do you not see it?
It's right there.
I
It's
understand
never
now.
moved.
Oh.
So
Did y'all take my eyes again?
you're
Oh.
currently heading towards the city, at least the direction you believe it to be in. It's pretty obvious. You can see in the distance the massive looming single arch that is the gateway to the west. An iconic Missouri landmark.
What kind of weather are we looking at today?
Let's go ahead and find out. As you set out for the evening,
Evening?
You hear...
It's evening now?
Not evening. No, it's morning.
I was like, oh God, how long have you been standing here trying to figure this out?
I've
You're
just been
standing
know
there
the weather.
stroking your chins for like 6 hours and
Just like,
the evening now.
Just staring up. I think it's.
staring at the sun until our eyes burst into flames.
And
Anyone-
as you stare up into the sky, it being morning again, you hear the gentle rumble off in the distance. As the clouds, you see them roll in from the north. Dark
The
clouds
are-
and Apex, you feel on top of your head a little wet dampness on the top of your head, and then slowly the rest of you.
I hear it from my Brahmin skull. Tink.
Tink. We will quickly begin to feel it as well as the rain now starts to pick up, and yeah.
Well,
Apex
that's
will look up
auspicious.
into the rainy sky for a moment.
Immediately in front of us, do we see like any buildings or places to like go in case the rain gets bad?
Let me see here. I have a map.
Besides Clayton, because we could go back to Clayton, but we just got out of Clayton, so.
You could. That is an option. I'm not going to stop you.
Apex just bends the sign that says "Welcome to Clayton." Free shelter.
It was free real estate.
It's free real estate. Well,
Yeah,
no, that'll work. As you're traveling down the road, you see directly in front of you is looks to be another large set of buildings, pretty much destroyed. But they could provide you some form of shelter, at least from the rain. Appears to be another university, and if you look around, you can eventually probably see a sign that says Fontbonne University.
What is it?
Fontbonne University.
Does it look like all the letters are proper, or is that something where?
Yeah, that looks.
just-
It looks. The sign is intact, and it's Fontbonne.
That's what I figured.
Fontbonne.
Thank you for clarifying.
Fondant.
Yeah, large sets of 4-tiered buildings, red brick, pretty old. You could probably take shelter inside of one of them.
Is the rain pretty heavy at this point, or?
Yes, the rain. You still hear the gentle rumble of thunder off in the distance, and it's coming down fairly hard. It won't impede your progress, but it's not going to be fun to walk in it. Plus, it sort of dampens the senses because of the sound and the.
Can't
in the
say,
rain.
as a robotic being, I'm thrilled about being in rain for prolonged periods of time.
You.
Just in case.
By now, you would know that you are waterproof.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if because of all of the. Well, I guess I've been patched up at this point because I had bullet holes before.
Yeah. You know, it's
up to 100 feet.
it is
Yeah,
it is
I
fairly
forgot that
difficult.
I'm like patched and fine.
Yeah, it's fairly difficult for water to affect your system. However, you swimming at least is difficult for you because you are made of metal. But
Yeah, I will do the sinky.
yeah. Other than that, water doesn't affect you much.
Great.
So what are we doing?
We should head that way for shelter.
You're not gonna get any complaints out of me.
I wouldn't mind getting out of the rain. But at this point, Louise looks like a drowned dog. Her hair's real frizzy. It's just gonna go whoomp in
Meanwhile-
humidity.
Meanwhile, Apex completes the ensemble by smelling like one.
Oh no.
If we combine the two of
Our
you,
powers
by our powers
combined.
combined.
You're
You're
one
one
wet
damn
dog.
smelly dog.
Form of a wet dog.
yeah. Oh wait, no, hold on, go back, undo,
did
Control Z, Control Z, no, go back.
Oh, yes, let's go that way.
Okay.
Towards the not wet.
You're heading to the university
Oh,
grounds.
fun. What is it? What is the campus like? Is it like an open space, or what are we looking at?
Yeah, a couple of like medium-sized buildings sitting right next to each other, of fairly different make. The place you are heading towards appears to be a dormitory of some description.
Okay.
Fairly ruined by either time or explosions. The end of the world probably did that. But it's enough shelter for you guys for a couple of hours.
The apocalypse does have a way of messing things up a bit.
A bit.
That is true.
As we approach, Cynthia's gonna keep an eye out for anyone walking around, anything like that, and also trying to find anything useful as they go into the dormitory.
Make a wits check. First
Let's
roll
see.
of the evening.
Ooh-hoo-hoo. Oh my gosh, let's stop. Here we go. 11.
Hey.
Very nice. As you are wandering around, your eyes shift from left to right, looking for any signs of hostility or any people. Sorry, excuse me. And you find... Give me a moment.
What?
No,
There's so much silence.
this is pretty fun actually. As you were sort of looking for a place to just get out of the wetness and maybe dry yourselves off, you notice off in one of the other rooms you hear a shuffling.
Okay.
Apex is
And
just kind
then-
of shaking himself off like a dog.
And then you hear a...
Oh no.
Apex's head lifts.
Apex, you know exactly what that is.
Brahmin.
What? Oh.
Here?
Well,
Apex will go.
does this
Apex is going to
building
go to
look
investigate.
pretty- I mean, this building's pretty much like, it was just open to the elements, right? Like anything could wander in.
Yeah, pretty much anybody could have wandered in. Yeah, there's no real population or anything or guards to really prevent you. It's
Yeah,
just ruins.
Louise kind of shrugs, just like, guess something else came out of the rain.
My concern is we've known one being to travel with a Brahmin.
No.
I
don't
should-
mean-
I will
He
investigate.
wouldn't be here, right?
Apex is going to try to like sneak over to the like. Is there like a doorway or something that we're hearing that come from, or?
Yeah, it's on the same floor as you. It's a couple of doors down. Just like at the pretty much at the opposite end of this like hallway in these dormitories that you're now in.
Having said that, Apex would take some time, just kind of like skulk down and try to like sneak over and take a peek into the room that he heard that come out of.
That's gonna be a wits roll from you, friend.
That it will. And that is a 7.
Okay. As you're sort of creeping your way over, you're trying to avoid like some pebbles and debris that would make noise as you shift along. You're Apex right now, right?
I am full on Apex ever since Bastion fucked up. Apex has taken over.
Gotcha. So as you sort of shuffle forward, you can sort of see into the room, but there's kind of like a big block of debris that's sort of halfway separating from where you are in the hallway. Like you could get around it if you really tried, but it would make noise. Just like a big clump of debris. And you can see through the crack. That is definitely a Brahmin in there. And you hear it sort of...
I say very bluntly, Pepper.
The Brahmin's head sort of jolts at the sudden sound and looks over.
Oh no.
It
No, it can't be.
might. We don't know yet.
And then you hear a... Who's there?
Does
What?
not sound the same to Apex's.
It's gonna be Pepper. What is it? I don't know.
Someone in here? I heard someone say something out there.
Yes.
Friendly?
Depends.
Louise kind of shrugs.
Fair? I got people in here with guns. You know, if you think about robbing me, just get that thought right out of your mind.
Was not the objective.
Does him saying people with guns, does that ping my liar thingy?
Does not appear to be lying. As you
Alright,
now
alright.
hear sort of the shuffling of footsteps, and you see a man sort of creep up. He's got like a leather jacket and like leather jacket, jeans, sort of patchwork armor, aviator sunglasses on, oddly enough, and he sort of like plays with a piece of straw in his mouth, and he's like,
I'm assuming we all like crept up behind Apex since he was the only one that went up at first, right?
if you'd like to.
Yes.
I'd like
Yes.
to imagine we're a line of people like in Shaun of the Dead.
Yes. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
In a
I
line.
thought the same
I
thing.
turn back down the line.
It is not Kirk and Pepper. This is different.
I think I might agree.
Oh, that's a relief.
Louise just waves.
Sort of
Give a friendly howdy do wave.
you see the form of a sort of a middle-aged, dark-skinned gentleman sort of peek out through the crack in the wall. He sort of like licks his teeth under his lips and like he's sizing you up. Well, all right then. And he sort of opens up the door and he walks out and he sort of has his hands to his side in a gesture that says, like, I'm not going to hurt you if you don't hurt me.
Apex is making no threatening gestures.
Alvin, as a sign of good faith, will holster his power fist and pop his hands out.
Does this man have like a gun at his like side or something?
Yeah, he's got sort of like a 10mm pistol at his hip, and he's got like a rifle slung over his back. He's pretty standard traveling weaponry for, you know, your average person. However, notably, the two men to his right and left, respectively, both file out of the door as well. The one with the leather jacket and the glasses has a shotgun that is not quite trained on you, but it looks like he he could point it your way at any moment if you guys make any sudden moves. The other one has a small machine gun that is currently being gripped and sort of pointed down. And these men look like professionals. They're not like the mercenary types. They're, yeah.
Apex keeps his eyes trained on the more cautious one. The one with the shotgun.
Holding so many guns that she can't help but like have a pistol at her side and then a shotgun at her other side because the rifle's on her back. So like she's holding a lot of guns. But they're not pointed in any way, shape, or form. They're just like she's just holding the guns down at her side and looking up and smiling at them like nothing's wrong.
I guess you're trying to get out of the Missouri weather, huh?
Absolutely. You all find another room around here we might be able to go ahead and seek shelter up in?
Well, this is a university dormitory. There's plenty of rooms out here if you're trying to escape the weather, but I wouldn't recommend staying here for long.
Why's that?
Well, ruins. You never know what sort of structural integrity they might have. These places have been untouched for years at a time, maybe. You never know if one section might start collapsing. It's dangerous. Good place to get out of the rain, though.
That it is.
It's a fair enough explanation. Alvin will kind of slide to just a corner to get out of the rain a little bit. Just
as you move, he sort of leans his head forward and squints his eyes. Oh, you're from the St. Louis Machinists.
Absolutely, sir. Name's Alvin Bronson. What about you?
Alvin Bronson. Well, people around here call me Bo.
Well, it's fine. Nice to meet you, Bo.
Nice to meet you
Wait
as well.
a minute, Bo. Does he have a black beard?
Mm-hmm. Sort of got like a black salt. Yeah, he's a bald, sort of dark-skinned gentleman. Sort of puffy black beard that appears well taken care of, oddly enough.
Above game. Damn, I have this guy in my notes, but I didn't write down why.
Oh, y'all might be that trader that Scott and Brandon were talking about back at the diner.
Names get around, I guess. Yeah, that'd be me. Guilty as charged.
Oh, it's quite nice to make your acquaintance, sir. Alvin will extend a hand to shake his hand. There were good things, mighty good things about you.
At the word traitor, Louise's metaphorical ears perk up. Wait, you're a traitor, you say?
That's right.
Oh, Louise gets happy. She's like,
it's not much of a caravan, but, you know, I get around. It's nice getting out and stretching my legs at this old age.
Well, we're all caught in the rain. Would you be interested in maybe doing a little?
Sure.
Though, first, did you guys just come in out of the rain, or have you actually scoped out this place at all?
They look like they just came in out of the rain, but...
Well, then if you gentlemen will excuse me, I do want to do a little scoping.
Fine by me. As long as
So
you're
give
not
me,
here to...
so is this, sorry, go ahead.
As long as you're not here to do me any harm, I'm perfectly willing to let you, you know...
Louise does trademark grin. Well, if I did that, then we couldn't trade now, could I?
That is fair.
Alright, then I'm just gonna go take a quick peek around, and I will be back. Okay. Anybody want to join me?
You know what? I might take y'all up on that. Hell, he might have some good rob command or something.
Sure thing.
Cynthia looks over at Apex. I'll stay here for the time being.
Apex's eyes are still wide on the man with the shotgun, making sure he doesn't make a move to threaten anybody.
Yeah.
He looks at his eyes looking at the shotgun and like nods to herself like, yeah, I gotta stay here.
Without making a roll, you can see
It's like Apex would say, no, it's fine. I have this covered.
Nah, I think I'll stay.
Very well. Bo is sort of wearing like a dark green sort of military jacket over a white t-shirt, and he's wearing very beat up blue jeans as well, and sort of combat boots. He looks very, very nondescript, very, very generic, one might say.
He's a pretty typical NPC, is what I'm hearing.
Well, he's a named NPC. Though.
Rude.
Well, he was generated by the engine.
His name is not Traitor. His name is Bo. He might have a side quest.
Did someone say side quest?
Oh my god.
Alvin just
Oh,
looks
crazy.
over, just a colon D face with thumbs up, like, I knew it. I told y'all.
Oh, you heard that too.
Yeah, I have the player's guide for this. I have the player's guide for this. It's pretty fun. Thank you, Brady Games.
Before I go heading off, can I do a roll to see, like, since he mentions the structural integrity ain't so grand, could I do a roll to sort of ascertain which way might be a safe way to go? I don't want to scope out like the whole building, but I'll like just kind of pick a room or two and be satisfied with that.
So your goal is to just find a good place to hide out for your group? Is that your goal here?
No. I'm gonna scavenge for a bit.
You're scavenging. Okay.
I feel like wherever these guys with the guns are, it's probably decently safe. So I want to scope out. If I'm gonna go scavenging, I'm not just gonna go lollygagging in any direction I want if this building's not safe. So I want to roll to see if I can choose a structurally safe-ish way to go.
Absolutely. Okay. Make a wits roll then.
Nine.
Ew.
Excellent. Was there anything in
That's
particular you were looking for?
Well, I'm not rolling to search this shit. I'm just rolling for a safe direction to go.
Okay, yeah. You get the sense that the sort of the bottom floor where you're all at is really gonna be like the safest place for you guys to stay at. There are like dorm rooms that are empty and free of debris that look like they would be good for you guys to shack up for a bit, and the bottom floor seems like it's the safest.
All right. Okay, Alvin. Probably going to be smartest if we just stay on the first floor here and see what we can find. So what's the layout of what's in front of me? Like hallways, doors, what?
It's pretty much just like a hotel. It's a hallway. It's a hallway lined with doors on either side.
All right,
Is
fair enough.
basically what it is, and then a stairwell that goes up to lead to more hallways with doors on the sides.
Well, we're not gonna use the stairway because that might not be terribly safe. I might just head to the doorway closest to the stairwell and give that a try.
Okay, yeah. You easy enough. It's not locked. You just open it up. Seems like a fairly medium-sized room with 2 bunk beds. All pretty old and dusty. But it looks like it,
bunk beds.
bunk beds. There's like a desk with maybe like a little Robco terminal that has the monitor just busted out of the front. Books are on the floor, dust, old carpeting, stuff like that. Obviously, there's a bathroom.
I'd like to check out that desk and those books.
Okay.
If y'all gonna look through this room, you want me to go ahead and check to see if there's some kind of like a service duck or something? Might be able to find some good parts or something to help you sweeten the pot with Bo over there.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. Give me just a second. I'll stay within earshot. If you need anything, just yell my name.
All right. So I'm
All right.
what's on this?
Yeah, you're rolling wits.
I don't think I want to roll. Barring looking for something very specific, I don't want to roll scavenger just yet, so I'll just roll basic wits.
Okay.
7.
7? Okay. And you said you were searching through the desk in the books.
Yeah.
All right. You find... Let's see what you find. Okay. Give me just a moment here. I'm rolling my die-hard dice.
Die-hard dice!
Okay. Interesting. You find, looking through the desk and the books, most of these books are destroyed and like water damaged and other stuff like that. But as you're looking through, you find a pretty well intact copy of Programmer's Digest.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. When you use this skill magazine, whenever you roll smarts, for something scientific, something to do with science, you can add +1 to your result for the session, basically.
So it can be used once a session, but it can be used for multiple sessions?
It can be used once.
Okay.
After that, you can't use it anymore. Or you can, but it becomes useless. So
so does that +1 basically last for the entire session every time you roll smarts for scientific?
Yeah, basically, whatever you would roll smarts for something that has to do with science, you get a +1 to the roll.
For one session.
For one session.
Okay, so it has one use, but that use lasts for a whole session. Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. All right. Cool. And so, and Alvin said he was going to go look at, like, ducks and stuff?
Yes, you're trying to find like sort of a service area.
Yeah, the service area, janitor's closet, maintenance room, something like that. Or if there's like some really nice exposed piping, like.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll me wits, Alvin.
All right. Here goes that big himbo brain. Let's go. 8.
Not bad.
Yeah,
This whole scabby thing.
You managed to find not really a service area, but just sort of like a small space that would be used for like janitorial purposes and stuff like that, and basically an amalgam of like both repairing and cleaning and stuff like that. Seemed like everything was kept in the same space. What precisely were you looking for? Just junk?
I'm looking for any nice parts of whatnot that might go ahead and catch Bo's eye. Something that he might be interested in trading in.
Okay.
Things of that nature.
I'll go ahead and roll for you.
No problem. Man, this is like a real nice cabinet. Nice toolbox, too. I'm getting so good at this scavenger thing. Oh, boy.
You find...
Am I within earshot of him?
You can be if you want.
I'm just gonna be sort of like shaking my head with a smile, like, oh dear God, you sweet summer child, you.
You find a lot of this stuff over time is sort of decayed.
Rusted out.
Well, yeah, it's sort of lost its original purpose. It's a lot of scrap metal. You find about I would say, like 3 pounds of scrap metal, which has its uses. As a mechanic and a repairman, you would know that scrap metal is pretty valuable here in the Wasteland.
All right, if we go ahead and Louise will just hear like the sound of like as the sound of a power fist going off is like you just hear just stuff going in from the janitor's closet. Alvin's just finding good parts. I think that shiny bit's still good. Let me just get on that. There we go. Oh, almost. Oh, got it.
Careful. You got something?
A lot of really good scrap metal around here. You could go ahead and patch up anything from the sides of cars. Go ahead and use them for making armor. You can even these tubes could go ahead and be used for a good frame for something.
Nice find.
Absolutely. Oh, gosh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh man, you could like this pipe right here. This could make a good pipe gun for anybody. I wouldn't really go ahead and recommend pipe guns, but any port in a storm, really,
Louise gets real interested in that. She's just like, I have never seen one of those, and now I want to.
Pipe gun?
Tell Cynthia about that. I think she'd find it fun.
Oh, absolutely. Those are. I'll need like a place to work and some time, but yeah, it's real easy, real fun. Alrighty, well, let's see if Mr. Bo's interested in this.
That's fair enough. Though, Louise kind of thinks for a second, and then she exits the room and goes to the room straight across, because now I do have an idea of something I specifically want to find. I don't want to go through every room, mind you, though, but... Is that room across the way open, too?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
Pretty much the same.
I'm thinking it's been a long journey so far. Louise does a lot of walking. I'm betting her shoes ain't in such great shape anymore. I would like to roll to see if I can find a better pair of shoes.
Okay. You rolling for scavenger?
I feel like it's...
Have you some pretty sick shoes?
You don't have
Sure,
to.
why not?
Oh, sweet
scavenger.
Nickelodeon moon boots.
Alright.
Shoes with
It's
trampolines in
a
the
dorm. I bet there's some good shoes here.
Those are my
Kids'
favorite things.
sports shoes and stuff.
Designed to shatter
7.
your ankle.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk around the dorm room, you come up on a... You find a nice pair of loafers, an old pair of loafers.
Maybe okay for walking in long distances? The loafers were more like relaxing shoes.
A little more like relaxing shoes, but... Yeah, they're shoes, and they appear to fit you as well.
Not necessarily switch those for now, but I'll take them.
Yeah, you got a pair of loafers. They're brown.
Whoop. Are they Uggs?
No, they're not Uggs.
Aw, they at least Crocs.
They're loafers.
They're loafers. Like penny loafers. Crocs. This person wasn't in the kitchen industry. They're not Crocs.
I thought Crocs made loafers.
Wait, Crocs is a company and not a style of shoe?
No,
They are in fact
both.
they are in fact a brand.
Man, my mind is being blown during this session. I'll tell you. Oh my god.
They're like, hang on, I'll go ahead and I'll just don't inspect element, go away. There we go. I'll go ahead and just send in the chat what you find. It's this, but way more beat up.
Anyway.
Just a very standard
yeah.
brown pair of loafers.
Close
need any-
inspection, you'll find
I'm just
loafers.
glad that I'm gonna forget why these are here later.
You don't need to tie them or buckle them. You just slip your foot right in, and you're on your way.
Good to go.
I shall.
those when
I,
I was
well,
a
I
kid.
shall take the non-croc loafers.
Excellent. You have a pair of loafers.
All right, let's go on head back.
Hey, all right. That's no trouble with me. Oh, he'll probably like all that stuff. And I will go back with Louise.
All right. You meet back up with Cynthia and Apex. What were you two doing this whole time?
Staring at the man with the gun.
While staring at the man with the gun, you pick up the sense that he's not gonna move unless you do.
Oh my
Well,
God.
then we're at a. Well, I guess we call this. What kind of standoff would this be?
Is it Mexican? I heard it was supposed to be, but I feel like that's
Nah,
not a good way
no,
to say
that's
it.
three
anymore.
people.
No, that would be, and that would also be if we both had our guns drawn, which I don't have guns, because I'm not a coward.
Okay, so Cynthia.
Impasse. It seems we're at an impasse.
Yeah,
So while
his
those
eyes
two-
are bulging out of the eye sockets of his skull, looking at the dude with a shotgun, like.
While those two, like, not tense but wish they were tensing their muscles at each other, Cynthia's going to turn to Bo. How do you do, Bo? Cynthia, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Miss Cynthia. Obviously, you already know my name.
I do. So what takes you out this way?
Oh, you know the usual. Ferrying goods back and forth from people who need them.
You go into St. Louis often.
Oh, yes.
I heard there's a bunch running the place.
Right, the Archers. That's mostly who I buy and sell and trade with nowadays in the city. Used to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel before they were run out.
How are the archers like?
Well, he sort of like rubs his bald head and sort of looks up and to the right. How would I describe them? They're tough sons of bitches, I will say, first and foremost. They're not the type you mess with. I've known people in the Brotherhood of Steel for a long time, and those aren't folks that are pushovers. And somehow, the Archers managed to run them out of the Arch grounds.
My goodness.
It's those weapons they got, I believe, is their secret.
What sort of weapons they got?
I think I heard them call them magcasters or something.
Magcasters.
You know what a crossbow looks like?
I do, yes.
Picture something like that, but it throws globs of molten metal out of it.
Oh, my heavens. I can only imagine the sorts of devastation you could cause with something like that.
Apparently it was enough to overcome the Brotherhood of Steel. That is not an easy feat.
I can imagine. Though, they're having you come in and out for trade. But do they leave often, or do they just stay put?
Not often. No. They're, reclusive, I would say. There's a strangeness to them. Not quite social. They don't seem to have much want or need to interact with people who aren't in their fold. Except for me, of course, because I supply them with their food, water, and supplies.
Makes sense. Well, we were planning on heading into the city. Is it,
I'd say good luck
worthwhile.
with that.
Hmm.
They're,
Well,
whatever you do, you probably shouldn't head to the Arch grounds without a good reason. They are very protective and very territorial of that particular stretch of land.
well, we do have somewhat of a reason to go chat with the Archers.
Really?
Not in a violent way for any measure, but some business that needs concluding that we were told the Archers might be able to help with.
Mutual interests.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Well, like I said, I wish you luck. I know they do offer services like that if you have something that interests them.
Is there anyone there that you deal with that you know that is trustworthy?
He sizes you up for a moment. He sort of licks his teeth under his lips again. There are a couple of names, but probably nobody important.
Any chance we might know them? Then maybe they've come from somewhere else we've been already.
I doubt it. The Archers, like I said, are pretty inclusive. Not a lot of people really deal with them all that much. Not to say that it's impossible. They're just, skeptical of the way people live out here.
Right. No, of course. Well,
If you're wondering if they're bad people, I don't think so. But I wouldn't exactly call them heroes either.
well, this quite isn't the world for heroes, I'm afraid. We things are now.
Not anymore. Though, I have heard tale that out in California, there are some pretty heroic individuals.
Are there now?
Only stories.
I don't think I've heard them, if you don't mind sharing.
You ever hear about Vault 13?
Vault 13. Not that I can remember.
Vault 13 spawned a hero. Basically, saved the life of the founder of the new California Republic.
Oh.
From what I hear, they weren't exactly, you know, what's the comic book? The comic book hero. Weren't exactly a comic book hero, but, you know, I think
Silver Shroud.
What?
The Silver Shroud.
Right. He sort of snaps his fingers and points at you. The Silver Shroud. Weren't exactly no Silver Shroud, but, you know, the feats that this vault dweller achieved out there were pretty much, if not heroic, then legendary.
My goodness.
But that's a lot of old hat.
I suppose that's an anomaly rather than anything. But do you think there's any way you might be able to help us with our search to find the Archers? I know it might be a bit of trouble, but it is for a good cause.
Make
Any signs we should be looking for?
Cynthia, make a charm roll.
Okay. Let's see. That's
And this is your first interaction, I believe. So
is. So I think I get
you
what
get
is
a
it again?
bonus, I believe.
I add 1 to the result. So
Bonus
I'll just do it.
time.
+2 then. 7.
Okay. He strokes his beard and thinks for a moment. Yeah, I could probably. You know, if you're traveling with a trader, then. Maybe. I don't know.
But what
If you were to join my caravan and basically be along with me and my bodyguards, then I could probably get you in that way. Talk to somebody, though you probably won't get too far.
Why not?
Well, I only show up to buy, sell, and trade. Don't really go too deep into the city.
Is there any way we might be able to break off and continue from there? Or would that be seen as hostile?
Probably not hostile, but they might have some questions about your motives.
Well, then that might be all the better. We could explain ourselves and see if there's any way they might be able to help.
Could work. Well, I could get you in. But what's in it for me?
You need extra security on the road.
Fair enough. Although my boys here, Clem and Todd, they serve me well, but I wouldn't mind any extra help.
Well, there would be the added bonus of having a nurse around, and I also don't quite have a need for sleep, so you wouldn't have to trade shifts in the evenings.
Interesting. You're, not some sort of Robco product, are you?
If you don't mind, I don't like to speak about it often.
He sort of opens his mouth and closes it without really saying anything. He nods. Awful sorry about that. I wouldn't pry.
I knew you better, I might not mind, but this is the first time we're meeting and all.
That is very fair, ma'am. I apologize.
No need. Life happens in the way it does. But does that sound like something that you might be all right with?
Sort of looks over at his two bodyguards and he nods at them and they sort of relax a bit. They're still holding their weapons, but they are notably more relaxed. I think we can come to an arrangement like that. Though, once we're in the city proper, you're on your own. You understand. It's only business.
No, of course. We don't mean to impede. Just trying to get some work done, that's all.
By the way, Alvin and Louise can come in on this whenever they wish.
Ah, fantastic.
Oh, we back? I wasn't sure if we were back.
Yeah,
Man,
they've been
Louise,
talking.
This is the longest hallway I ever did see.
Like, my God, it's like one of those horror movie hallways. It just keeps going.
We just keep looping around like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
I would
Sorry.
imagine they came in around the time Cynthia started being like, we can get in like this.
Yeah, you can catch them in the middle of that discussion.
Also, if you need something I'll fix them. I mean, I'm a St. Louis machinist. Train my boss man anything. I might be able to help you out with this and that.
That is true. Though I have to ask, what are you doing outside of Riverside?
That is a long story for another day. I'm just trying to go ahead and get back to Riverside after I handle up a little bit of side business.
Well,
That's fair
part
enough.
of the reason going to the Archers in the first place, really.
Trying to get back to Riverside.
Absolutely.
I have dealings there. I don't know if you might have seen me or not.
I probably have. Or
You
if
probably
not-
have a couple of times, though you've never really had much direct contact with Bo.
I think I seen you once twice around Riverside talking to Boss Man or maybe Point Man.
Now that you've mentioned it, you do look a bit familiar. Although,
Yeah.
the one human in a bunch of ghouls is pretty hard to miss.
Oh, they're all family to me, sir. They're some of the nicest people we ever find this side of St. Louis.
Well, shit, I believe you.
Oh, speaking of which, with the trading, Louise and I might find a couple of things. I think I myself might have been able to find a couple of things you might like.
Well, if we're wanting to trade, then we can trade.
Louise rubs her hands together. Yay! Though, actually above game, because I'm not sure. I was just going to give this to Alvin again, but in terms of scientific stuff, is that better for Alvin or is that better for Cynthia?
Shrug.
Let's
I'm not
shrug.
sure. Technically not. Well, it's a smarts roll, actually.
Unify.
Unister!
Which one has got the smarts?
I got
Oh.
smarts.
Oh, I'm like a roided out Jimmy Neutron.
Medium or tech? And I think those are different roles.
I think they all fall under the same thing of smats, though. So.
Yeah, probably about the same. Probably Alvin would be your best bet here.
Yeah, I'd say go
Fair
with
enough.
that.
Be like, oh, Alvin, before I forget, I'll toss him the magazine. Here's some more reading stuff for you.
You did find a book. Oh, happy day. What do we got here?
Do you want me to roll
Programmer's
off?
Digest.
Do you want me to give you those stats for that again, or?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Rolling for stuff that's scientific, you roll smarts, you get a +1 to the result. One use, but it lasts for the whole session length, so once you use it, it adds 1, I think, until the game is over for the day.
So once I use it, it's gone. It's like the book's back in '76.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you get the benefit for the whole session.
That is fun.
Wait,
So
well,
running
in like
stuff-
the mad scientist lab or something.
So I get a +1.
Yeah,
Okay.
+1 to smarts.
Oh boy, these things are handy. Well, thank you very much, Miss Louise. Oh boy, howdy. Let's see.
And as for you, sir, she turns to Bo. Shall we barter?
I think we shall.
Always your favorite part of the day, sir. Louise.
All right, so I'll put out my stuff, and what does he have?
Okay. Our good friend Bo has, let me go ahead and see what he's got on him.
Loading inventory.
Yeah, I mean, I randomly rolled for him to appear, so now I have to randomly roll.
I love that we all saw a Brahmin and all of us are like one fear.
Yeah!
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, the hip hop version I say.
You find in his inventory, you see a mute fruit.
Mute fruit.
Yep. It's just
What is a mute?
A mutant fruit.
Yep, pretty much. It's. We were talking about apples earlier.
Is this just this world's version of ugly fruit?
It is.
It's
mute
just
fruit-
fine. It just looks questionable.
Well, it's got bright yellow leaves. It is purple, and the outside skin is pocked.
He's good eating.
Most crops really are a bit strange when it comes to, growing in an irradiated wasteland. A lot of mutant variants of different things. They're for the most part safe to eat, but pretty radioactive.
Ugh. How are they safe if they're radioactive?
Because everything in Fallout is radioactive.
Yeah, it's really
Welcome
just
to
bite the bullet.
Fallout.
You want to starve or you kind of want to be irradiated.
Do you
Popping
want
vitamins
to
at
drink
the end
it?
of
Do
the
you
day.
want to drink water? All right, ghoul.
Literally pick your poison.
You find a water purifier, you guard that of your life. Guard that like the flag.
He's got a mute fruit. He's got
Onion fruit, you said?
mute fruit. M-U-T
Oh, that's the same thing as
F-R-U-I-T. He's got a bottle of dirty water. Oh. He has a 10mm pistol. He has
Cynthia eyes it longingly.
5 Magnum rounds.
For his magnum gun.
Oh my god.
Cynthia's got the Magnum, right?
Check in.
I believe so. It would be 3.57 rounds.
Shotgun rifle pistol.
3.57 rounds? 3.57.
Yeah, like for
Five. So he has 3.57 rounds.
No, it's .357. Wait,
yeah,
yes.
357
Yeah, he has
caliber of round.
You're correct. He has 5 3.57 rounds.
Okay.
You could just call them Magnum rounds if you'd like.
Okay.
I don't expect you to memorize the bullet size or circumference or stuff like that.
Oof rounds. For big messes.
You see 6.308 rounds, which is rifle ammunition.
6 rifle rounds.
I have a rifle.
Correct.
Yes. Yes, you do.
It's gun food.
One bag of rat away.
Rat away? Like
Rat away.
Red.
Oh,
Rat
rad
away.
away. Radiation away.
Yes. Radiation be gone.
Yeah, you'll remember back in the hospital when Sephiroth basically was whooping your guys' asses. When they exploded, you sort of got dosed with radiation, and you managed to find some rat away to sort of take away the effects. In game, whenever you take radiation damage, your stats will slowly start to decay, and you'll start receiving penalties until you use rat away. So he's got one of that. He's got 4 boxes of Instamash.
That's food?
Yep.
Yes, that is food.
Mashed
potatoes.
potatoes.
Do you need water for that, or it just comes out of the box as ready to go?
I mean, you can eat. It's like instant mashed potatoes is what it is. Like you put water in them, and then they're bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
They suck.
Instantly.
They suck, but it's food.
Yeah.
Bada
It'll
bing,
keep you
bada
going.
boom. It sucks, but it's food.
Instant mash. It's not the best choice. It's what you have in the wasteland.
Yeah.
The best choice, but it's yours.
A stick of bubble gum.
Ooh.
Rare.
Ah.
2 scrap metal.
We're good on scrap metal, actually, in our end.
A dose of psycho.
Remind me what that is again?
Oh, gosh.
Drugs.
I will be.
Well, that's the one that makes you like
It's
super
future
powerful,
meth.
but like messes with you.
Yes, I believe.
That's-
I believe someone has the stats for that written down.
I
hope.
have 2 doses of it. Yeah.
Yeah, with yeah,
Uh,
you already have some on you.
That's woo juice.
You carrying?
Hey,
Yes.
you cool?
Psycho is basically angry juice. It's a
Yeah,
combat
yeah,
drug.
yeah.
I get
Makes
to
you
Hulk-
real
you get to
grumpy
Hulk out.
real quick.
You get to Hulk out basically.
Yes.
Yep. He has a bottle of Nuka-Cola.
Okay.
And he has 218 caps.
How much is he willing to sell those for?
218 caps.
I have 218 caps, but I'll part with them for 219.
Drive a hard bargain. Got yourself a deal.
Oh my god.
One of them's a rare buffalo head cap, so.
Ooh.
And then the fifth war for St. Louis is enacted over the buffalo head bottle cap.
Okay. Louise looks that over. All right, sir. How attached are you to that psycho and that rat away?
Psycho is just something I picked up along the way. I don't really partake unless I absolutely need to, but you know.
He doesn't party.
If you're wanting to buy it, however, I could part with it for maybe 15 caps.
It's actually not bad. And the rat away?
Right away. Valuable. Good to have. I'll part with it for 20 caps.
So that's 15, 20, 35 caps. Could actually afford that on its own. I got the caps, though I wonder also if you would take, say... How would I be doing if I started you off with 10 10mm rounds?
10 10mm rounds. Okay.
You know what? Throw in that bubble gum, and I'll throw in a melon too.
When did you get that, by the way? The melon.
Oh no.
I forget, honestly. You said it lasted for a while.
We haven't been traveling for too long, so
Yeah.
I feel like it's not
it's-
been here
it's-
horribly
to be
long.
fair, probably-
I just ate a watermelon that I had for like 4 or 5 weeks, so I think it's
I
good.
think I'd be more concerned about the cactus fruit I still have than the melons.
Right. The melons are probably not grody at this point. The cactus fruit, however, is having a little bit of trouble.
Cactus fruit I love is so good. I think the melon's probably okay though. I would say
Yeah.
like probably in 2 more sessions I'd be like, yeah, that melon's gone.
So 2 10mm rounds, a melon. Yeah, 10 to wait, no, yeah, 10.
10
10
10mm rounds.
Right, numbers. It's crazy. Okay.
Numbers only get bigger as they go.
That seem fair?
That is true. Make a charm check.
Oh goody, my worst one. Ooh. Well, I'll just roll and then minus the 1. 8.
Deal.
Yeah, you know what? what? For your trouble, I'll throw in 5 caps too.
Even better.
All right, so
Just giving away the farm.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, look at you.
1 Radway.
By the time we're done here, we'll be the traders.
Dose of Psycho. Yeah, bubblegum. Cause yay.
There you go. You have a stick
Let me-
of bubblegum.
And let me just update my caps, because that one's actually my bio, so.
Soon may the
57
trader man
caps.
come to bring
now
us
I got
sugar and
52
tea and
caps.
gum.
Alright. Trademark Louise Grin. Pleasure doing business, sir. Turn to the
Pleasure.
others. Any of you got something you want? Should probably get it.
I think I'm fine for right now.
Did I spy some rifle ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you have again?
I believe I had 7 rounds of 308.
Think I might do well, if you don't mind parting with it. How many caps would I go for?
Let's go for 3 caps around.
3 caps around. I'm 721. 21 caps for all them.
Sounds about right.
I think I'll take them. If that's all right. She hands over 21 caps.
Pleasure. He hands you the 7 308 rounds, rifle ammunition.
Eh.
Y'all think we got enough food for the road? I mean, that Instamash is there.
I mean,
Apex still has
my-
quite a bit of food on him.
Yeah, I'm sitting pretty decent on my food myself. You can go for it, Alvin, if you want.
Cynthia just watches and smiles at them.
It's good in a pinch. Yeah, trouble doll. Bo, how much for let's say 3 of those boxes of Instamash?
Instamash. 3 of those boxes would run you 15 caps.
15 caps? Yeah, no, that's no trouble. Here y'all are. And I will hand him the caps.
Pleasure.
I had to quickly do subtraction in my head. All right. And Alvin will keep those in his belts, and he is good to go. All right. So, we all got a plan of action then, y'all, huh?
Sounds that way, thanks to Bo.
Absolutely.
How's that rain looking?
The rain. I'll tell you how it's looking. It's looking
Wet.
Come here, D12. The rain is starting to die down. It appears a sudden onset of high winds are blowing the clouds away at an increased speed. It's a bit windy.
I think if we take 5 here until that wind dies down, we'll be A-okay. You don't want to get battered with scrap or what have y'all.
That's true. It'll probably slow us down, but
And I say we just go ahead and rest our timbers here for about a good spell then.
well, if you don't mind me saying, I've been traveling for quite a while, and I could probably use a break.
You know what? I agree with you on that front. Woo-wee.
If you don't mind my asking, in terms of moving speedily, doesn't your Brahmin do that for you too?
You
It's
hear
not
a
be easy to get him to move quick.
you hear
Hey,
off
hey,
in the room. You hear a.
Apex is kind of relaxed and is now over by the Brahmin.
You just snuck over by the Brahmin. The Brahmin, notably, has an absolutely massive pack on it A bunch of pots and pans clanking on it as it sort of just gently moves. Brahmin are known for their incredible capacity to carry stuff. They are very strong animals.
Slaps the side of the Brahmin. You can pack so much shit in this thing.
You could pack a Brahmin on a Brahmin.
Does either of its heads seem particularly friendly?
Are you trying to sort of interact
Well, pet it.
friendly? Pet it? Okay.
Can you pet the Brahmin?
Yeah. Don't even roll. It seems docile enough. It sort of lets you pet it, and it's just sort of chewing on something. The other head sort of side eyes you, just looking at you.
What is her name?
Her name is Grace.
Hello, Grace.
Yeah, she's a good old girl. Been my partner for just over 15 years now.
That's quite a long time to be on the road.
Gotta make a living somehow.
Have you had many run-ins with the family?
Well, that's kind of an odd subject. They seem to leave me alone for the most part. And I give them a wide berth as well.
Sounds like the best way things could be, really.
Well, the man who runs the family is not stupid. He knows that if he attacks a caravaner, and one that's well known and has a good rapport with most of the settlements in the Plains Commonwealth, well, it would raise some eyebrows and probably some calls for action.
It would only be better if they were gone.
That's too true.
Cynthia's eyes brighten. That is true. Is that something you'd like to see?
Well, I ain't gonna do it. I don't like seeing it. Decent folks being made to do indecent things. Being treated like animals. It ain't right. But
I would agree with you.
I'm too old and too set in my ways to really do anything about it at my age. I do some trading in and out of Westport myself, but that's only out of necessity, really.
And if anyone younger and more able-bodied were trying to do such a thing, might you look to assist them?
Make a charm roll again.
I don't have the additional on the next one, correct?
Right. This is your second interaction
Okay.
with him.
Okay. 8.
Well, I certainly wouldn't do anything to hinder him.
Well, nothing so outright.
Obviously, I'd probably help where I could. But for the most part, I got a living to make, and I got a reputation to upkeep. You'll
Of course.
understand.
It's a hard world out there, Bo. I fully understand. But it's good to know that there are others out there that might be willing to help if there should come a time and a way that wouldn't hinder your life too much. She smiles widely at him.
Well, I'll see what I can come up with. Although I will say that the family has been established for a long time. And
Oh, I don't suppose it'd be easy to take them down.
The old world was established for a long time, too.
too true.
Things were a lot simpler back then. I can imagine they could be again, with enough work and planning, that sort of thing.
From some of my ghoul friends, they might tell you the opposite.
Well,
They would
not
say
to
the
say you
world
didn't
is-
have it.
Go ahead.
Well, it's not to say the world didn't have its faults, for things change so drastic. But I suppose the same kind of cruelty still existed then, but there was at least more to go around at that time. Sorry, just think about the past a bit too much. It's a long time ago.
There's no skin off my nose, Miss Cynthia. Well, I think, barring any more questions, I'm gonna settle down for a little bit, and then I suppose we can get moving when you're ready to go.
We are ready when you are.
Well, then you're gonna be ready in a couple hours. Oh, me. I'm gonna settle down, and I'm gonna take a nap.
Well, you all get some rest in. As I said, I don't really need sleep, so if your men would like to rest as well, I don't mind keeping watch.
Apex stands there quietly mumbling while petting Grace.
It's 2:30.
Oh my god.
It's a rain nap, okay?
I love rain naps.
All right. Todd, Clem, play nice. I'm gonna go catch myself a nap. And he sort of slowly walks over to an unoccupied room, and he lays down on the bed with the door open and just lays down and closes his eyes. And as he closes his eyes, I think this is the perfect opportunity for us to take a little break here.
Woo! Take a little break!
I mean,
Oh my
if we're
goodness.
not gonna sleep, then I suppose by video game logic, I would literally be that person being like, I'm gonna look at every room
Oh
now.
my god.
But in terms of storytelling and making Connor have to go to that with every single room, I'm not going to make him.
The last
I
10 rooms
will.
are just, what do I see? Nothing. What? Nothing.
This place is bombed out!
Proceed.
There's
Alright.
chat. Oh, the Poyos have begun.
Points
I
at
am
the
gonna
door.
go grab myself some water.
Yeah.
I will as well, though who will stay to talk?
I will stay
I'll
for
sit
now.
here.
He will stay. He will
Then
stay.
I will go to the restroom quickly and then return.
And
Well, then
she
I will
go
open-
And he will stay.
Then I will open the chat so that I can actually see people.
I will wait until
He
you
will do this.
It is done.
Good.
Okay.
Hello, chat.
Poyo,
Good
Poyo! Be right back, Poyo!
You are at the Apex's mercy.
Something to drink.
Hello, everyone. What am I bringing, Dresden?
Apex left or right-handed? He is right-handed, which is why he wears the Deathclaw gauntlet on his left hand, so he can still do stuff with his right hand. How am I faring in the heat? I hate it. But I'm kind of forcing myself to embrace it. I've been going on really long walks every day so that I can at least temper myself. But it's still very warm as a boy that came from the north.
Oyo. I have done it now.
Aw, thanks, Irrelevant. Hope you're enjoying it, dude. I mean, I'm guessing if you're 40 episodes in, you're not hating it. Where am I from? Originally, like, I was born in California, but a majority of my life I lived in Minnesota. Around 70 up there in Wisconsin. God, I'd kill for that right about now. It's been like close to 100 pretty much every day down here in Texas. Quite warm. Quite warm.
Excuse me, sir.
What part was I born in? Actually, the Tor in my screen name is from the city I was born in. I was born in Torrance, California. Little fun fact. The pause from my mother's maiden name, which I won't give away because that's probably like a security question on something, and I don't know. Just to be safe. Probably not a difficult one to guess, though. Not a very uncommon one. Oh, you're in Torrance right now? Hell yeah. My handle is both well thought out and touching. Thanks, I got it from a back of a box of cereal. It was back in like the, I think 99. It was on the back of a box of Kix cereal. It was, what was your Jedi name?
Jedi names. Oh,
Yep.
man.
First two letters of your last name, first two letters of your first name, first two of your mother's maiden name, and the first three letters of the city in which you were born. That is my screen
Fred.
name. I just thought it sounded neat, so I just started putting it on everything. I put that shit on everything.
Damn. Way to Frank's hot sauce that shit, man.
Yeah. Only hot sauce I'll make wings out of.
Oh,
What's
really?
the
No
formula
shit.
again?
First two letters of your last name, first two letters of your first name, first two letters of your mother's maiden name, and the first three letters of the city in which you were born.
Blah Kuchen. Nope, mine's not as cool.
You said yours sounds like a Street Fighter attack. Blah Kuchen.
Akokasai.
That sounds pretty. That sounds pretty Star Warsy.
Ooh, yeah. I'm clearly the alien with 5 eyes, and they're all stalks.
Oh, gato visa.
Ramakuka, Tony.
Bakuken!
Popokaka.
Okay, you guys are really making me down on this. All right, tune in when I change my stream name. No.
Let's see here.
Do Peter Johnson. Oh.
Still,
How do you even spell your Twitch channel? Good question.
Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. I can sympathize. People have been setting off fireworks every night for a month. The fact that they can't remember California's wildfires from last year makes me weep for our state.
It's a
That is
boy
upsetting.
and an inferno.
Some people are pointing out, and I actually wanted to point this out too
Ooh.
because I've heard of this now, that these quizzes are sometimes actually ways to data mine.
Yep.
Really?
Huh.
Well,
Sometimes.
your name is innocuous, but they're asking for the city you were born in. And the
And your
city you
mother's
were
maiden
born
name.
in is a very common security question.
But this was like also a thing where like I got it off the back of a box of cereal, so I don't think Kix was trying to data mine me.
Oh, I knew it! I knew the Kix Corporation was responsible.
Damn
Damn you,
Kellogg's.
General Mills!
Oh,
No,
it was General Mills.
No, actually, General Mills, I love Kix, so don't be mad at me.
I ate a bunch as a kid. I don't know why. Like, it's not that good. Like, there's definitely better kid cereal.
It's neutral.
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah,
never,
but-
I was never
but-
a kid who liked sweet cereals to begin with. So Kix,
Oh, yes.
Cheerios. Nowadays, I like, Kellogg's,
would've-
whatever.
That's
the
what
thing
I
is
look
that you
forward
eat.
to, the druid alignment of cereals.
I would have gone with like Life,
Crispix.
like that cinnamon sugar cereal, like where it's not like too sweet and it gets like mushy real quick, but it's also pretty damn good.
The only sugary cereal I ever really like nowadays is Lucky Charms. I did eat a fair amount of
I
Cocoa
get-
Puffs growing up, though.
I
had,
every fall I will get some Count Chocula. It's just kind of a thing for me.
Oh, what are those things? Not honey grams, but you know the things that look like
Honey Crisps?
Golden Graham?
Golden
Golden
Graham.
grams.
And then-
Yeah,
and then if-
golden
and
grams
then
is
if
what I went
Golden
to.
Grahams kicks ass.
With
And
the
then, of course,
freaking
there
Chad
was-
of a bear as the mascot.
Yeah,
Captain-
that dude.
Captain Peanut Butter Crunch and
Okay.
Reese's Puffs. I think the Reese's Puffs was like the sweetest cereal I'd eat.
Oh yeah, no, no, yeah, those are like candy. Yeah, I had
Candy for breakfast. I mean, it's the tagline.
That is true. I had that, and I had oatmeal. A lot of oatmeal. That was a big staple in my house. I remember waking up for school, but even up till I graduated, my dad would have oatmeal, and it would be this plain oatmeal that he would then go ahead and mix like cinnamon and like a splash of maple syrup into, and it was so fucking good.
That sounds
Yummy.
good.
That sounds
Oh,
delicious.
Oh yeah, my dad cooks like he's like an NPC from Red Dead Redemption. It's amazing.
And Vixen,
Bring
thank
in
you
a
for the
thing to the table, rabbit.
And Vixen, thank you for the 14 months. F Gear, thank you for the 10 months. Protoss 103, thank you for the 100 bits. Would be funny if the old guy knew the stories about Captain Richard Ravager III.
In order for that to happen, Connor would have to watch through that Fallout playthrough, and as entertaining as I believe it to be, biased though I am, I would not want to have to make Connor do that.
One of these days, like during the finale, I'll just speed through the whole thing, and you'll never expect it.
Oh.
That would be quite unexpected.
It won't.
This is the channel for it. Twitch.tv/Unexpectables.
Oh, you said the time.
You said
go
you
grab
said
myself a
the
drink.
words.
Yeah. Skinner
go.
Dippy,
Go for it,
thank you for the 100 bits. Gonna catch the rest of this on VOD, but one last drop before I go. Wasteland Warfare has minis and stats for Liberty Prime and Frank Horrigan. You can have them 1v1 in a 500-point game. Holy fuck. That sounds
What?
awesome. That sounds
Dude,
fucking awesome.
I want that
When did-
so bad now.
When did this come out? Hang on.
Seriously, we gotta find out about this.
Fallout Wasteland Warfare. Burp. I burped.
Oh my god, you said it and it was. I've not heard that before. Nice.
Really? You've never? That's it. That's his secret power. He can just will that shit into being.
That's my specialty. When was this released? Release date.
I'm
Fallout.
still shocked.
Oh, 1996. Wait. No, that's the video game. Fuck.
You're gonna tell your friends about it. You're like, you will not believe what Connor.
He
can-
burped, and he said that he burped when he burped at the moment that he burped.
That
It was like a
crazy.
burp, but it was said that it was a burp.
It was
He's a
power
witch.
word. It was power word burp.
I
I'm
think
a
Sarah's
witch.
right. I think Connor's a witch.
I think he's a burp witch.
I think you are a burp witch. Connor, you're a burp witch.
I'm a what?
You're
You're a burp witch, Connor. I really thought that was gonna be ended with a fart noise.
I live for a series of like magic users, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
magic
Oh, there it
users
is.
that have like just the most mundane fucking witches ever.
Ah, yes, the
Oh my
shit
God.
wizard.
Oh,
Whatever. I'll
Every
look
time
this
you
up
press the
later.
fart- I imagine every time you press the fart button, like Monty's trying to sleep, and every time you hit it, her eyes snap open.
I'm back.
she
Sound of
Hello.
glass popping.
she flies
Oh
through
my
the
God.
she flies through the fucking internet and strangles me. Why are you farting on my show? Apparently this was pretty recent, because
No shit.
they've got models
fart?
for like
Oh,
no the
never mind. Sorry.
the Wasteland Warfare thing. Apparently
Yeah,
this is
that
like
one.
around when Fallout 4 came out. Apparently, huh? Well,
Dude, you gotta-
color me intrigued. I'm very. They've got stats for the sole survivor. Holy shit. Okay. Well, before I get too sucked into that, I'm gonna continue reading off these bits. Protoss 103, thank you for the 35 bits. Kills everyone in the vault because he didn't get his kickball.
Yep.
Well.
They made a deal, and they welched on the deal. They did not pay up what they said they'd pay up. And to be fair, the incident was only like we were supposed to bring the girl her cat, right? And she was supposed to give us a kickball for that cat. She did not give us the kickball. We killed the cat. Everybody else in the vault took exception to that. So they all died.
There you go.
Well,
And that is why I am not allowed to go back to the 7-Eleven.
Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. No, Louise, don't buy gum. Now you can't kick ass.
Heyo, I get it.
Yeah. Luke the Lucas, thank you for
That
the 100
reference,
bits.
I got it.
I don't know if this campaign will ever have a player-owned hub or house, but if they do, I hope Bastion gets his own Brahmin. It's possible. There are plenty of settlements out here that you could, you know, get a permanent home in. If you ever feel like settling down, anyway. Magic Ninja Go. Thank you for the 100 bits. By the way, how is everyone doing on collecting those hype train emotes? I just have one more to get, and I'll have the whole normal set, and then 4 more of the bonus emotes, and then I'll have the entire set.
That's amazing.
I
have not been paying attention.
I
Yeah,
didn't even know there was like a limit or if there are types.
I only use my emotes because they're cool.
I use
Now,
mine
now,
too.
now I have
I
to
used-
like get. Now I have to get a few different ones because now you can animate them.
Yeah, that's right. I have to redo all mine now.
I can't. I love my Golden Girls emotes, and I'm like, you're here forever.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, I got the entire cast of the Golden Girls for my emotes. So good. What other place can you have Rose pogging?
Yeah, I was gonna say Betty White Pog.
Didn't you eventually find the kickball buried in your inventory? Is what someone said.
No. We never got that kickball, but somebody did send us one to our PO box. So you know that's a close second.
What?
Blackfoot Fair, thank you for the 420 bits. I can still hear 218 cats in my head. Time to get Crosp and take out the family with feline rage. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 420 bits. Kicks, kid tested, government approved. Constable Mutton, thank you for the 100 bits. One of these days, the group is going to find the fucking pariah dog, and all hell's going to break loose.
The pariah dog. No, I know about no.
So, for those of you who aren't in the know, the pariah dog is just in Fallout 2 is just a dog that is standing in a pile of corpses.
Oh. What?
Apex would just walk up. Good dog.
You do not want to do that.
If
you can't stop him.
So basically, he's the pariah dog is a companion. He's an old dog.
He is a fucking curse, is what he is.
Oh.
If he joins your party and you fail a luck check, your luck drops to 1.
What?
Mm-hmm.
The pariah dog does nothing helpful in battle and just runs away whenever you're engaged.
But he's a puppy.
He is a old ass dog.
So he's evil.
He's not evil. He just doesn't do anything.
You
He also
he's
He
not-
messes up your luck.
He drops your luck to run to 1. He permanently gives you the fucking like jinx perk, where catastrophic bad shit happens to your enemies and also you. Everybody's gonna die.
Yeah. That would be a fun random encounter.
No, it would
Oh
not be.
God!
Thanks, Constable Mutton.
I need you to
Magic
delete a
Ninja
file
Go,
from memory.
thank you for the 100 bits. You mean these bits, Rabbit?
No. Yes! I don't even know what that's in reference to, but no.
I want to pet the dog.
What is that in reference to? Don't
And with
you
that-
put this dog in me.
With that, I think we're going to go ahead and send us back to the game. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Made
right.
you remember that dog. You gave me PTSD. How dare you?
Oh.
D stands for dog.
It's true.
ETS dog.
Post-traumatic stress dog. All right.
Hell.
So, we're back in the thick of it. Bo has settled down for a nap. Todd and Clem are just sort of standing outside of his door, just watching you guys.
Apex just petting Grace.
Good girl.
You all need to sleep or anything?
I can
It's
go
3
ahead.
in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's
Score
pretty
like
early in the
Gal
day.
Red.
Bo's just old and yeah.
He's a sleepy man.
Oh, she was just talking to Todd and Clem.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did
Since
you say?
they've probably been traveling. She just asked if they needed to sleep because they've been traveling with Bo.
The one with the aviator shades, Todd. No, we're good. Just doing what we're hired to do. Gotta make sure
Course.
you aren't rooting through the Brahmin's pack.
No. She looks back at Apex. Nah, he's just gonna be petting Grace and talking to her for, well, until they part ways, really.
They have you carrying lots of heavy things, don't they? I understand.
Sort of shifts the straw in his mouth. You say so, lady.
Alvin's gonna find a nice wall to lean up against, and he is going to take his Allen wrench and do some fine tuning to his power fist.
All right, doing some maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Won't make you roll for that. Just tighten up some screws. You're pretty handy. You've dealt with these machines pretty much most of your career as a mechanic / scavenger. So, yeah, you know your way around them.
If anybody has any armor they need me to go ahead and help tool up, I'm always good for that. How about you, Todd, Glenn? You guys get some wings and dings?
I think we're good.
Hey, no trouble at all.
I'd like to keep my armor on, if it's all the same to you.
Hey, no trouble with that one. Always finicky, this hex crew.
What's everybody else doing? Louise?
I mean, again, the only thing I could think to do in this time is to go through every single fucking room.
All right, you're doing more scavenging.
I kind of didn't want to do that to you, to be honest.
Cynthia
That's
wants
fine.
to, though.
All right, if Cynthia wants to go, I'll go for some more rooms.
She does.
Cynthia, go for it. Go ahead and roll.
For, what is that again?
Should we, like, choose a room first, or are we just gonna...
Just go ahead and roll, I would say.
General building check.
Wits,
Woohoo!
correct? Is that wits, Connor?
That is wits, yes.
All right.
Plus 2.
9. Wow,
Excellent.
look at that roll. 1 and a 6.
A 9 and an 8. Sorry, there's fireworks going off. Got me distracted.
Now that's what that noise is.
Ooh, Louise. Interesting. You find another magazine.
Ooh.
You pick it up and you look at the front and you see the blue background of the white stars of old glory, and you see sort of a row of red sticks of dynamite on a white background. It's sort of like mimicking the American flag.
Comforting.
And you see on the front of the magazine it says "The Patriots Cookbook."
Huh. Okay, but dynamite. Okay, well, what does this do?
You also see stamped on the front of it. It says "Banned material to be burned, February 11th, 2069."
Ooh, I like this now. So what do we got?
No book.
Basically,
I'm
what it
assuming
is,
this. I'm kind of assuming this is not for food.
It is not. No. Whenever you read this magazine for the rest of the session, whenever you use a weapon with the explosive property, it will basically have a greater effect, either dealing more damage or having a wider area.
That's one use for one session.
Yep, that is a skill magazine.
Get more damage. One use.
As for
one session. Okay.
As for Cynthia, you find sort of slipped underneath a bed a bottle of whiskey.
What kind?
Brown.
It is brown, as a matter of fact.
Wouldn't happen to be any more Old Royal Premium, would it?
As a matter of fact, it is Old Royale Premium.
But how much would it be?
There's about like 3/4 of the bottle left in it still.
Well, my goodness.
Louise sees and her eyes get real big, just like, oh. She didn't
That
do that.
means she now has
Tries not to
one,
look too jealous.
1 1/4 bottles. Because she already
Excellent.
had over half of a bottle of it. Let's see, I'll update that.
Louise, are you getting near the bottle?
Well, I mean, we already know what it is. I was tempted if we didn't know what it was to give it a sniff and see if I could tell, but she already knows, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Cynthia will notice that Louise is eyeing the bottle, so she fills up the rest of the bottle she already had, and then she hands the bottle with 1/4 of it still full, and just holds it out at Louise, and her eyes go all pink, rosy.
You're giving me the one that has a little bit left?
Yep. 1/4 bottle of Old Royal Premium.
So,
Oh, if Louise could do the anime eyes of just like,
so just so I'm aware, you poured the one you just found into your other bottle, or vice versa?
So I had a half full bottle, and then I poured I poured 2/4 into the other bottle, so it made a full bottle, and then I have 1/4 left in the other bottle.
The combine action.
Yes, combined.
Into the one you just found?
No, into the other one that I already had.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so Louise, you take the bottle?
Louise just like, are you sure?
Well, of course, darling. Really only keeping this for bartering down the road. So you should enjoy some. Make my load a little lighter, too.
Louise just takes a big whiff, and then just a little sip. It's just like, and you know that thing, like when you have something really good like that, and your whole body just sort of vibrates. Just like,
yeah. It feels nice, goes down your throat, and it's got that familiar burn to it. And as you swallow, Louise, you take 1 radiation damage.
ah, crap.
Irradiated whiskey.
How do you tell? Can you sense that? Where's that even listed? Radiation. Ah, raids.
It's a familiar burn followed by a
Rads.
unfortunately
So, yeah.
familiar burn.
Go ahead and add one to your rads counter there. Or
Or,
one gray,
well,
as someone pointed out. Should be a gray.
You mean -1 to my rads?
How many rads do you have currently?
10.
Oh, right, because, yes. I should probably figure out a way to switch that around. But, yes. Yes.
Oh.
So
so
minus
now I
1,
have-
you should have 9.
You radiated.
Yeah.
You radiated the rest of your whiskey. Oh no. So can Louise tell that basically that she's lost a radiation point basically?
You swallow it and you stand there for a minute, and your forehead feels a little moist after that, and your hands start to feel just a little bit clammy. I'd say go ahead and make a... What would this be to recognize symptoms of something?
Smarts, probably.
Smarts.
Go ahead and roll smarts, then.
9.
Yeah, you probably feel like the onset of maybe you're getting a little sick, and in the wasteland, you probably
So
learned...
how does this work? Is it gonna like slowly drain me, or would I have to keep drinking it to really prep myself?
Nothing's happening yet, but once you get to 8 rads, then your stats will start to get affected. It basically every 2 rads a different stat will be affected.
Okay, well, Louise will frown and sort of look sympathetically to Cynthia and go, hate to break it to you, but there might be a wee bit of radiation on this.
Oh, damn. Well,
As you sort of hold it in the hand you use for your Pip-Boy, you hear a little bit of a
Yep. Maybe best to leave this behind. Still worth it. She sets down the bottle.
I wonder if... What would it do to put Radaway inside the whiskey? Would it take it out, or... Would I know that if that works?
Probably not.
It probably
you're
wouldn't taste too pleasant because it's basically iodine.
You're
Oh,
a
yeah.
nurse, so something that is meant to be injected straight into the bloodstream, being digested, would probably be a little
Not great.
not
Right,
great.
that's an injection. For some reason I thought it was a consumable for some reason. Well, suppose I could give it as a gift with a Radaway if I bought one off a bow.
Well, to be fair, you could maybe use it against someone we don't like.
Fair, but I feel like that go bad in both directions, since anyone who's willing to drink whiskey is probably not gonna want to drink it alone. Don't think that'd be good at all.
Well, food for thought, right?
Yes, I suppose
Still good
so.
stuff.
Well, she holds the bottle up in the sun. Nice try, though.
Connor, remind me about how the Radaway works. Does that only fix a point worth of damage, or?
I believe, yes. One use of Radaway will fix. This is pure Radaway, not diluted Radaway. So, this will fix 2 points of radiation.
Well, I'll just hang on to that then.
Good
I don't
shit.
gotta worry at the moment. As long as I don't keep drinking that shit. At least I've still got my little flask of whiskey. That's unirradiated.
She looks at a jar of moonshine. Still got this, too.
Maybe from now on we should check our drinks.
You would
Noted.
know that every consumable item that you have is a little bit radiated. This just appears to be particularly radioactive.
Yeah, it's just the first time I've taken any rads from it, so I'm just saying. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
Not at all.
Anyway.
This is the price you pay for looking in every room.
My hubris has caught up with me. I knew it would in the end. Oh, well.
Okay, so you feel pretty confident that you've searched anything worth searching in this particular building.
Yeah, got a pretty decent haul.
So what's next?
Well, there's nothing else I can do, so anybody else?
Apex is just waiting to go to St. Louis.
Oh, yeah, I got something I could do, I guess.
Okay.
While working on just different tools and whatnot, he'll just lean over and look at Apex, who is still petting the Brahmin,
Yeah.
wearing a hole in it.
He's very happy.
Hey, Apex, I always got a question for you.
Apex looks over.
Yes.
Why a Brahmin skull, actually? Normally I've dealt with them, they're kind of cute, docile little creatures, honestly. Why not something, I don't know, scarier, I guess? More menacing, or, kind of like, they'll, like, wiggle a finger at the Death Claw Gauntlet. Something like, him, but the head of him.
Apex kind of like strokes the cheek of the Brahmin skull mask.
Gilliam was tough. He fended off a Yaoguai, a bear.
Oh, fool, and he did?
Don't underestimate a Brahmin. If one charges you, you get out of the way.
He continues to pet Grace.
Man. Ain't never
They
no
are
problem. Go
stronger
ahead
than
and
they
do
look.
that.
It is why so many have them carry things.
No,
They're
now that you
stronger than
mention it.
people.
Well, now that y'all mention it, it kind of makes sense. It's strange. You know, just looking at him, I normally seen him just carrying a bunch of stuff on the back like that. Just never really thought of them as fighters, but yeah, no, that checks out. Speaking of
Any animal is a fighter when you back it into a corner or leave it with something it wants to defend.
you know what? I can't say no to that logic. I'll tell you. Did you still got stuff you want to defend, Apex?
Yes.
Alvin just gives a warm smile while still looking at his power fist. I'm glad to hear about that.
What
Really
about
am.
you?
What about me?
What do you want to defend? Why are you out?
Alvin's smile will flatten a little bit, and he'll look up from his power fist. Well, I want to defend, huh? You know, if you asked me that years ago, I'd have an answer for you. Nowadays, I just kind of want to go ahead and just carry on day to day, I suppose. Just make sure everyone's happy, make sure everything's working right. Kind of like this machine right here. Just give it a practice. It works. It's good. It'll go ahead and help someone out down the line. I'm sure of it.
Have you always been good with machines?
I mean, I guess I've always had an eye for him, but I've never really worked on machines until I started working with Boss Man. Most of my things was normally keeping battle gear kept up. Normally working on guns, fixing guns, finding parts to go ahead and make good bullets out of whatnot, this, that. Things that were good for those kind of things. But Boss Man showed me a different way, and little childhood dream I saw when, I was looking up at a Vault-Tec. I can't remember when it was. Looked up and saw a Vault-Tec billboard. Saw all the smiling people. All these, they were with this big floaty robot, Mr. Handy. It said it was like said it was something to help them. I like the romance of that. But older I got, whatnot, that's what that billboard was. But I never lost that. Never lost that it was just a dream. But finally seeing a vault for the first time, I'm still hopeful about it. But working machines, I think I always had a mind for it. Boss Man is the guy who turned me on to that. But beforehand, it was all about battle, surviving. Speaking of which, how was your gauntlet doing, by the way? You need is it still sharp? Do you need the straps tightened?
Deathclaw bones do not break easily.
I've never worked with the material.
Not many do.
I mean, Apex, that is absolutely true. You might be the only person I've ever seen who wields one of those things, to be fair with y'all. It's quite a feat. But it's not loose on there or anything. It's still sturdy, trusty.
He checks the straps on the wrist.
They'll
Seems good.
hold.
Good enough. Then I'm happy. I'm happy. So far, to answer the question, one to Finn, I want to see this, sir. After that, I'll make it back to Riverside. It's a whole new thing. It's a whole new thing for me. And I've grown to kind of like it, to be honest with y'all. Always with that darn hex screw. Why are you loose? There you go. There we are. That'll go ahead and bend a nice piece of metal later. Oh, man. So, what's your take up on these archer fellers?
Any people who would stand against this family are people I would consider allies until proven otherwise.
That's how I thought of it. Kind of crazy to be drove out of the Brotherhood, but
Yes.
I'm telling y'all. But I mean, I'll see him when I see him. Hopefully they can help us out with this whole family nonsense. But that's probably nothing important, I don't think. Let's see, what else can I go ahead and rustle up around here?
They can't help us. Then they aren't worth our time.
You kind of remind me of somebody with that one. Oh, man. I know what I could work on. The damn trigger of this shotgun. Make sure she's unloaded. There we are.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the end of my discussion.
All right. Anybody else had anything they want to do, or are we just waiting until we're ready to head to the city?
Apex just waiting.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, you wait for a couple of hours, and then you hear a, oh boy. Oh, my back. Oh. Todd, Clem, our friends didn't leave, did they? No, sir. You hear Clem finally speak up for the first time. Oh, he's keeping an eye on him the whole time. Good.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mr. Alvin.
Mr. Bo. Trust to rest easy?
Well, it ain't the most comfortable place I slept, but it fared well enough. Right, so I imagine you're wanting to head into the city.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is the goal.
All right. Grace, why don't you come on over here? She sort of waddles over to him, and he picks up a leather strap, and sort of leads her out of the building, and his two bodyguards follow. Well, we should probably get started before we lose too much daylight. Don't want to run into any ferals after dark. Seems like there's a lot of them lately.
That's so.
Just, could just be a coincidence. Just something I made an observation on. Though this close to the city, we're probably all right.
Have you noticed they're coming from any direction in particular?
They're usually off. They're usually closer, and he's sort of like just points in a direction. Usually they're off to the west, more so than near the city. I hear tell that they've been sort of a lot of them over down near the Spirit of St. Louis Airport.
Sounds about right. Well, good to know.
Well, we ready to get a move on?
Absolutely.
Believe we are.
All
Have
right.
everything pulled up and ready to go.
Louise grabs her bag and pauses a moment. Oh, shut up. I'm just a little irradiated more than normal. Come on, you.
Phil crackles iridescently.
He would. Cheeky little
That's
shit.
so Phil.
That's so Phil.
That's so
That's so
Phil.
That's so Phil, guys.
Always crackling.
Okay. You are making your way down the road. Yeah. Trying to head to St. Louis proper. I will go ahead and reveal some of that area for you. No, we don't need a turn order.
Turn order. Wait, what?
Turn order!
I'm very excited about this.
It
That's
was an
right, the map
illusion.
attacks us.
It was an illusion.
I cast
hiding?
magic missile at the map.
I attacked the map.
I attacked the darkness. All right, you're moving forward.
With my power fist.
You're moving forward, and
Game?
let's go ahead and see what happens. D12.
Death Claws. Death Claws by the billions. Follow
Oh
the
my
sky.
god, don't even say it. Why would you do that?
I don't have an answer, actually.
I don't know why I do these things.
I thought it would be funny. I guess that's the as close to the answer as I could do.
Please, no sad times. Please, no sad times.
It rains lentils?
Yes, then we move on.
Apex is just munching on one of his tins of cram.
Actually, it has
The
been a
whole
while
tin.
since I've eaten something. I'll take out like half of one of those mole rat chunk sticks I got and eat half of that because I think I should have. Where's my
Probably,
thing? I'll eat
probably-
a half of that, so I'll have 5 left.
probably a good idea to get something in your stomach.
Yarp.
I'll eat half a mole rat chunk.
I will do the same. But we need a whole one because I live dangerously and Alvin loves the taste of meat.
Yeah. You eat a mole rat chunk.
Yes. I
Anybody
feel
else willing
empowered with the strength of the mole rat.
willing to satiate their hunger? Thirst, maybe? What have you guys had to drink lately?
I mean, we were just
Sure.
in the city where we had the nice breakfast and stuff, so.
That is
And
true.
the fountain where everyone drank.
Yeah.
Mhm. We drank and
Yeah.
nothing happened.
I washed myself in it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, howdy, did you ever?
All right. Well, as you're walking along, you sort of out of the corner of your eye, you see over in the distance on a hill, appears to be the form of two Brahmin that are just walking by.
2 more Brahmin.
Doing Brahmin stuff.
They're doing Brahmin stuff. And Brahmin
You're going
things.
on adventures.
Apex wanders over to investigate the Brahmin. If they aren't too far out of the way.
I imagine he just like does this like happy like waddle walk.
You would be
you definitely see him like do a double take, like look at the group, look at the Brahmin, and just kind of start wandering a little bit.
you would be splitting pretty far away from the group at this
Yeah,
point.
they're far. They're off on the horizon.
All right, he keeps his eye on them.
He crushes himself to a foot tall and just flapjacks himself over toward the Brahmin.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Apex
What was on your
regards them.
mind?
Apex
Yeah, what
regards
was
them,
that?
happy that they exist.
Why
Yeah.
are you suddenly sad, Caitlyn?
Yeah, what's on your
I'd
mind,
be
Caitlyn?
concerned if you were the. I'd be more concerned if you were the DM, but you're not. So
Do
I just
you want to
I
crush
just-
yourself to a foot tall and flapjack toward them?
No, I just want a little cow friend, you know?
Eesh.
It's nice to have a
You've got-
little...
You've got Grace right here.
Yeah.
I know, but that's Bo's cow friend. I want a cow friend that'll be with me for 15 years or more.
Sometimes
we'll have an
in my
opportunity while you're
darkest
in town.
hours, I too
That'd be
want a
cool.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
All right.
Cynthia's gonna be alive forever, so it might be nice to have an animal that lives for a long time.
That is true. That is
A
true.
tortoise?
Yeah.
They're probably bigger.
Just make lots of ghoul friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that might be an option.
All right. As you continue making your way forward, passing by a couple of really nice, or what may have been at one point really nice houses, and
Damn
then a
it.
couple of really shitty houses that got shittier in the apocalypse. You make your way sort of up towards the west end. And as you do, I will go ahead and... Ooh. Yep. Yep.
These are good
So
yokes.
many,
Yeah,
so
these
many
are-
ups.
This is a lot of yelps going on right now.
Indeed, yups.
It's like when we're on the map, every sound you make elicits a fear in me.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
One more for the road.
He sneezes. Oh god, we're gonna die!
Oh God, no!
Oh god, death claws raining from
So-
above!
As you're walking and sort of starting to slowly approach the city itself proper, you hear a strange sound, like off in the distance that probably not a lot of you have heard. It's just a low humming.
I immediately don't like that sound. Raising shotgun.
Apex would like to see if he knows what that is.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll smarts.
Mike?
Let me see. I don't roll smarts very often. How smart am I? Not stupid.
Let's have a look see.
2d6 plus 1. Nope. That's -5. That is not true. Hey, I got a 10.
Nice.
Ooh.
you vaguely recall once. I mean, I'm sure people at your family's farm interacted with a couple of traders. And you point your head towards the direction of the sound, and you can see the sun sort of reflecting off of the shiny metal exterior of a just wandering around Mr. Handy. Just appears to be sweeping up some dust on the floor and some rocks and pebbles and going over to a blasted out trash can and sort of discarding it.
Mr. Handy.
Do I know what those are?
They're not dangerous?
Yes, you would actually know what those are.
They're
Okay.
not particularly dangerous, but they are like they can be.
Oh boy, howdy, can they ever? Huh.
So long as it stays away from the Brahmin.
Oh, would you look at that?
Hey, it's Mr.
continues
Handy.
It just continues to clean up.
Wonder if that's what
Is
it does all
Cleaning
day.
anything in particular, or?
There are like a couple of blasted out storefronts, and it appears there is a quite the immaculate sort of sidewalk leading up to a blasted out business.
Well, think they're open. She looks at the party and grins.
No, I think they're closed for business, sadly. I always did like Mr. Handy's, though. I thought they were always swell to talk to.
Should we go and say hello? I mean, there is a chance that the way the
Well-
store's kept, it might actually be stocked with something.
Well, maybe. Give me a second. I'll see if it's nice. Alvin will take a couple steps toward the Mr. Handy,
Okay.
and he will put his hands on his hips, and he will give his friendliest howdy do, like almost like a pre-war way of going, "Well, howdy there, mister."
As you say that, it's sort of eye stalk sort of raises up slowly mechanically, slowly turns around, and then its whole body turns to face you.
Why, hello there, sir!
Oh, it's quite nice to make your acquaintance. What
That's
kind of
nice.
what kind of business?
Well, as you can see, it's in the business of being rubble.
Well, I see there. Well, what kind of do y'all recall what it might have been before the rublification?
I believe this was a family-owned produce stand, sir.
Oh, absolutely lovely. Well, gracious. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it. Unless, for the sake of all being friendly, there anything I might be able to do for y'all?
I don't think so. Can you bring back the dead?
No, I don't think that's out of my thing. Though if y'all need fixed up or something, I might be able to help you out with that. As I pat the tool belt on my side.
Well, I think I've got that quite taken care of, sir. Though, I do appreciate the thought. I am
Ain't no
simply
trouble, dog.
carrying out my programming. I can't stop.
No fooling.
No, sir.
Oh, well, I suppose I might go ahead and just leave y'all to it then. I'm going to go ahead and just keep on going on my trail, but you know what? I'll give you how to do and enjoy the rest of your evening, sir.
And you as well. And for what it's worth, thank you for distracting me. I believe it's been, 50 years since someone came up and said hello to me. Oh, well, back to work.
Hey, no trouble, dog. Glad I could be a ray of sunshine for y'all. Take her on easy.
You as well, sir.
And I will approach the party And I will have this giddy look on my face like, ooh, I love talking to him.
What did he say?
He said that he can't stop cleaning rubble. It's
Does he
part of his
want to?
programming. Normally I find it best to just let them do what they want to do.
Now, you get the sense that he wasn't programmed to want things.
Yeah. Trying my best to sidestep these things. But he said that used to be a produce stand, now it's a pile of rubble, and he just sweeps in front of it because that's just his programming.
That's all he does?
Yeah.
Cynthia furrows her brow, feeling conflicted.
It's not like a harmful thing or whatnot. It's just the way they are.
But he's just gonna clean until it keels over.
Well, I asked if I could go ahead and fix them up and whatnot, do my friendly thing, and he said he's got everything all in order.
Well, his programming would tell him to do something like that, though. That when it comes to the programming, there's certain things you can't just turn off.
Well, I get that.
X is taking note of the sudden surge of emotion.
I mean, even if
His eyes went
Bruce-
orangey as she was getting upset.
even if
I
that's
don't
true,
mean-
how do we basically have to force him to let us reprogram him or something.
Would this be something that you'd want to talk to him about? Maybe you would understand what it is dealing with more.
Well, it's much... I came much later after they were built. I can't imagine that it would be an option, but I'm not really sure if it can even have such a wand.
I can
Yeah.
look at a Brahmin and understand how it feels. Perhaps to you, it is the same as a Brahmin.
That's kind of the thing about it. I mean, I'm trying real hard not to do any sort of disrespect or nothing. I mean, that's just the way Mr. Hinges are, the Securitrons are. They're just programmed in a certain set of a way. It's sad, but I haven't really thought or figured some kind of way to go ahead and, find some way to make him have some kind of free will, much as y'all, Miss Cynthia. With wants, desires, everything that makes us us.
They can have that on their own. I know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could try. It's been here so long, it sounded... She looks over at it and walks up to the Mr. Handy.
Oh, all right.
It hears you approach, and its eye stalk turns up again, slowly turns its body towards you again.
Mr. Handy.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm
Pleasure
Cynthia.
to meet you as well.
Your name is?
Mr. Handy.
And you've been out here for some time, right?
Yes.
Would you prefer to be doing anything else?
No, I can't say that I could.
Thought never crossed your mind that you might like to go somewhere else rather than working on this pile of rubble?
Pardon my correcting you, ma'am. I don't really have much of a mind. I simply carry out what my programming tells me to do, and... Well, nobody's given me any orders for 200 years.
And who might be qualified to give you orders to do something else?
Pardon me. I'm just This is me pausing to think.
Breaking character. Breaking character.
The fourth wall's breaking.
Connor, your Mr. Handy voice is great, by the way.
So good.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you,
It's a great
sir.
Mr. Handy voice. I absolutely love this. I love Mr. Handy's. This is a delight.
Well, ma'am, if you're having if you feel as though you're having a problem with me, you could take me to your local Robco facility and have my servos checked out.
Well, we could have you come along with us until we get to a Robco facility. If that'd be all right.
I'm afraid I can't do that, ma'am. My owners have given me the explicit order to clean the front porch, and that is what I will do. Though it's
What if I was,
quite difficult with all the rubble.
what if I was a descendant of the owners of this store?
He pauses for a moment.
Well, do you have any way to prove that? You certainly don't look
Not
like my
on-
owners.
Not on hand, but 200 years is quite a bit of time.
You'll... You'll pardon my saying, ma'am, but you don't quite look like a Singh to me.
Like, what was that, dear?
Singh? Mr. and Mrs. Singh. Bought me, purchased me, and gave me my orders. You don't quite even look human.
Well, looks can be quite deceiving.
Make a charm roll.
Yes, and this is my first time meeting him. Can I use my thing or no?
Yeah. It's your first time meeting him.
Okay. Please do not fail me. 9.
Okay.
Well, it has been 200 years. I suppose I don't know who the family may or may not have married into. It's quite some thought for me for a moment.
And most of the paperwork that may have existed before has been destroyed. So I may not be able to prove that I am their descendant, but you would have to take my word for it.
I believe a test would be in order then. Just a small one.
Why?
I'll ask you a question. Only a member of the Singh family would know it.
We'll do our best. 200 years is hard to make that sort of information track correctly. Grapevine and all that.
I have the utmost faith in you, ma'am.
Alvin
What?
looks completely bewildered at this, by the way.
What were my owners' names?
It sings.
Yes. Their first names, though.
Well, I'm afraid the family tree has been quite destroyed. I only knew a produce stand was in the family line somewhere a long way back. By the way, your work can't really be put to use here. And there is a chance that in the last 200 years your programming has gone awry.
Well, Well, regardless of whether it's useful or not, those were my last orders. If you do say you're a friend of the family, or a family member, I guess I couldn't allow you inside.
That might be nice. She looks at the party and looks over.
Louise is gonna step a little closer and sort of like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hello, ma'am!
Yeah, oh, nice to meet you. Hey, Cynthia, why don't we maybe take him up on that? If we could go inside, maybe find some information.
Welcome to Sing Song.
Shall we step inside and see what the storefront looks like after all this time?
How are the traders taking all of this?
They are waiting impatiently for you.
Yeah, I figured.
Let's take a look at this nice
She looks
place
back
then.
at Bo and just holds up one finger and is like, please 1 second. This is important to me.
Bo folds his arms and rolls his eyes. All right, take 5, boys. We're talking to the robot.
So they go inside the door if
right,
Mr. Handy will allow.
As you go inside, this place is immaculate. Like, it's still pretty destroyed, but, like, the floor is clean. There's no rubble or dirt or dust on it. It's kind of off-putting, just the general state of this whole place.
Oh, no, I really wish I hadn't rolled Scavenger already, because it's not a new day, is it?
Correct. It is not a new day.
Gonna have to roll regular on this one.
Cynthia
Alright.
just scans the area to see what's even left.
Okay.
Was that a wits?
That's a wits. That'll be a wits roll for both of you.
Alrighty.
Roll in and see if we can
13.
find I mean, I'll roll anyway, but hopefully that gets it for us.
Holy shit.
7. Hopefully
Yeah,
Cynthia got it.
Cynthia's roll is absolutely good enough for this. As you're walking around, you sort of open a door and go into the back, where there was sort of like a small little office, in this really small business, and you'll eventually find some papers. And they do say that the business Sing Song Produce is owned by the couple of Ishan and Jaya Singh.
Oh, good job.
She
what you need,
smiles
right?
really big and doesn't. She just like hushes Louise immediately.
Well, the robot didn't follow us in, right?
He is still cleaning the sidewalk.
Yes.
There's like
We
a
still have
pebble,
time.
like a pebble or a bit of rust will fall off like one of the rafters or something, and he'll just go over.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
With like a broom that's been worn flat, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Answer his question pretty good, don't you think?
Well, I think we're about to make a new friend.
I can't
Let's
fucking
go
believe
collect
this.
Oh, I can though.
Okay, so you go out and you meet the Mr. Handy.
Well, Mr. Handy.
Hello again, distant Madam Singh.
Yes. I believe I have the answer to your question.
Excellent! What are my owners' names?
Ishan and Jaya.
You really are a member of the family. Well, far be it from me to judge. I don't even think I can. What is
Shall
it
we
you
go
need of me,
then?
Miss Singh?
Just tag along with us for now until we can get to a Robco station.
Is that
We'll decide what to do from there.
an order, ma'am?
Yes.
I need a moment. Well, old porch, looks like this is it for us. It's been an honor cleaning you. He sort of salutes with his broom.
Louise is trying so hard not to outwardly laugh, but she's just like, oh my god, we got
Cynthia stands at attention and like very sincerely salutes at the porch as well.
Louise see that and just does one of those little sort of yeah.
Alvin, to no one in particular, is mouthing, "What the fuck?"
Apex is petting Grace.
And as they're walking towards the party with a new Mr. Handy in tow, she turns to Mr. Handy. Now, there's a very good chance that things might be dangerous on the road, so I might give you another order to make sure that everyone stays safe. Everyone in this party here, make sure that they stay safe, please.
Oh, there's one thing I'm good at, madam. It's taking out the trash.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Handy.
So, Mr.
A pleasure, madam.
So, Mr. Handy,
Yes.
besides cleaning, what else can you do?
I can do all sorts of things. I can cook if you need me to. I can set up camp. Have any pythons or fabric? I can.
Sorry, hang on. I'm
He's like, oh my god, what have you
Connor.
done, Caitlyn?
I'm trying to see if I can get. I did not plan this.
I know. None of us
Oh,
knew this would
no.
happen until today.
Episode title: The Day We Met a New Friend.
Like Alvin's just like, well, they can't override their programming, and Cynthia's like, well, fucking show you, Bronson move.
I am a multi-purpose robot developed by General Atomics International in collaboration with Robco Industries. I can do a great many things, including housework, mundanities. Very
Too bad I can't do.
a multifaceted Mr. Handy, rather than the more specialized Mr. Handys.
Louise kind of throws a look at Cynthia. Be funny if you could do something about that radiated whiskey, huh?
Would be quite nice, but I highly doubt, Mr. Handy, that you could unirradiate whiskey.
Affirmative, madam. I don't quite know how to de-irradiate something. However, I could offer a suggestion.
By all means.
If we were to perhaps find some sort of food purification device that could scrub the irradiation right off of it.
Well, that's
Sounds
quite a
reasonable.
wonderful idea. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Handy.
The pleasure is mine, Madam Singh.
Wait, what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not asking that, Phil. Come on.
What? By all means.
Phil, for some reason, wants to call him Mr. Dalliard.
Its
you
eye its
mind
eye stalks sort of like it sort of rotates to the side, and then the pupil sort of gets a bit wider.
Would you like to be called Mr. Dalliard?
It is well within your capabilities to rename me to whatever you wish, Madam Singh.
Well, yeah, Phil was saying that since he's, I guess, a new friend, we maybe should call him the proper name as opposed to just Mr. Handy.
Would you like to have a different name?
He sort of pauses for a moment.
Well, that is entirely up to you, Madam Singh.
I think you'll have to order him to accept the new name.
Well,
And just looks at Cynthia and slowly nods.
I suppose we shall call you Mr. Dalliard, then.
Mr. Dalliard it is.
Well, off we go, then. And
Affirmative, Madam Singh.
she returns to the, and would you mind just calling me Cynthia, please?
Affirmative, Miss Cynthia.
And there we have it. She goes back over to the party.
Everything's settled.
Mr. Dalliard follows behind you, and I can't believe it. You've adopted this Mr. Handy.
So,
Against all odds.
Mr. Dalliard, this is Alvin. This is Apex. That's Bo and his two bodyguards, and I'm Louise, and Phil is back in my bag there.
A pleasure to meet you.
Wow. Actually. Mr. Dalliard,
Yes, sir.
just you gave him a cursory glance and whatnot. How banged up is Mr. Dalliard?
Well, ooh. Mr. Dalliard, he's sort of he's functional, but his exterior is sort of mostly rust. You can hear a bit of creaking. You see a couple of bullet holes in his chassis as well, like some punks were taking pot shots at him or something. He's looking a bit worse for wear.
Mr. Dalliard, is it possible for you to go ahead and maybe print out or inform me of a maintenance report that you have?
I can offer you an update on the state of my functionality.
That'll do.
Preparing diagnostics now.
Well, Alvin,
Diagnostics complete.
never mind.
There appears to be some minor internal and external damage to my chassis and my inner workings, but for the most part, I am functional. Fuel is at 30%, however. That may pose a bit of a problem.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Affirmative,
Mr.
Madam
Dalliard.
Cynthia.
For the time being, this is Alvin, Apex, Louise, Bo, Todd, and Clem.
And
A
Phil.
pleasure to be introduced to you again.
All right. Gracious. I'm kind of stunned, Cynthia. Wow.
Couldn't just leave him there. I can't stand to see it.
I gotta apologize. I didn't think there was any kind of way.
Well, we found one, and that's all that matters. Don't be asking any questions out loud.
I got you.
Come on, Alvin. You know better than underestimate Cynthia.
Are we ready to go, Miss Singh?
Yes. We are ready. And please, Cynthia.
You mean Louise?
The Apex does what he chooses.
Oh, you're Louise. She's Cynthia.
Sorry, I thought. I'm sorry. Oh God, Mr. Dalliard.
Happens to
And
the
she,
best of us, madam.
She looks at Bo and gives him sort of a like hesitant but stern nod and is like, "Let's go."
Well, all right. As long as we're not planning on picking up any more stragglers on this trip.
Didn't mean to in the first place, but struck a chord in my heart. Couldn't leave behind.
All right. Well, we're losing daylight. Let's get a move on.
Fair enough.
And over the next couple of hours or so, you walk down the road with Bo and the caravan and Mr. Dalliard sort of floating behind you. You make your way toward the inner city. Or rather, the edge of the city proper. And it's here that you're flagged down by... well, not really flagged down. You pass by a couple of what you can now see in the daylight are more of those figures that you spotted that night in Clayton.
Got it.
Two men with these strange sort of crossbow-looking weapons at the ready.
Human, your face is covered.
Their faces are... You can see their faces, but they have helmets, sort of like what you would know is like riot gear.
Okay.
But it's not really a kind that you've ever seen before. Sort of black padded Kevlar riot gear with sort of bluish gray jumpsuit underneath. And Bo sort of like talks to them a little bit away from you guys, and eventually you're all let in. And as you step into the city, the breeze carrying on it a faint tune in all of your minds. The light reflects off of the gateway arch, shimmering, now close in the distance. And that's where we're going to end the session. For this week.
You made a friend.
Congratulations, you made it to St. Louis.
Yay!
You made it to St. Louis, baby!
You
Caitlyn, what
adopted
have
a
you done?
Mr. Handy.
I'm so excited.
What have you done?
Oh my
His name is Mr. Dalliard. How dare you?
God.
But he
Oh,
is
no.
a Mr.
What?
Handy.
He is a Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Handy, but
Bye,
his name is
Austin.
Mr. Dalliard. Bye, Austin.
Goodbye.
Hey, Austin.
And
All
when-
right.
When my audio software catches up to the fact that I've clicked it.
I am absolutely fucking stunned
I
that we have a Mr.
That went
believe.
so unlike how I thought it was going to go.
Well
can't
played,
believe
Caitlyn.
you.
Well played,
God.
Caitlyn. We have a drone.
I'm
Are
so
we,
happy.
Alvin
This is episode
is
11, right?
bewildered. Rabbit is excited.
I'm very, very happy he's called Mr. Dalliard.
Is Mr. Dalliard from something?
Is there significance
Yes.
to the name?
Actually, yes.
What?
No fooling. Tell me.
Well, hang on. Let me save. Let me get my
Tell
file
me.
saved. I want to save my file. All right.
Saving it as a wave.
Well, everybody,
so I can upload it.
Connor, are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you at all.
Okay, great, yay.
I'm more shocked than anything.
I'm so happy and conflicted.
That was
and surprised.
I rolled for it. I was like, oh, something's gonna happen because you travel to the next square. Oh, it's a neutral encounter. Oh, it's a passive robot. Oh, it's a Mr. Handy. You were just talking about those.
But Cynthia has baggage about that. So never know.
Anyway,
that might have been one of my favorite parts when I was like, yeah, it's this programming. And you're just like, it's what?
No.
And I'm like, oh, I no, I didn't mean, okay, I don't mean to.
But you said it.
You're much different. You
well,
can say 2 plus 2 is 4 because you know it's 4. It says 2 plus 2 is 4 because that's how it's programmed.
Can't leave it.
Can't
leave
I'm
it.
saved now. Does anyone want me to explain Mr. Dalliard?
Oh, please, God, explain to me. Otherwise, I won't be able to go to sleep.
Well, it's just the accent that Connor was doing is very British, and there is a sketch from A Bit of Fry and Laurie where a guy comes into an airplane shop and he talks to a very eccentric shop owner who keeps shouting to the back of the shop going, Mr. Dalliard, we've been activated.
Oh my God, what?
And it's just,
Amazing.
I'll put a GIF in it in the meme section. But if you want to watch the clip itself, you can just Google Mr. Dalliard, we've been activated. It's about 5 minutes. It's a great clip because it's just it's Stephen Fry just being like, I halfway think that Hugh Laurie does not know what half of what's coming out of his mouth.
Oh my God.
No, I gotta watch that now. God, that sounds fun.
Excellent. Well, before we all go off to watch that,
Just swallow me whole.
I think we should go around the horn and tell people what's what and where can we find you. Caitlyn, how about you start?
You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. I am on Twitch at twitch.tv/boobsmcbalrog with zeros instead of O's because Twitch doesn't like boobs. You can also find me on Fridays at twitch.tv/nerdon where I stream around 6 or 7 p.m. PST every week. I'm part of a podcast called Nerd on the Podcast. We have 2 shows that come out every single week. It comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The Tuesday show, we actually record live on Sundays over on twitch.tv/nerdon. If you ask questions during the show, we will answer them live, and then you become part of the show. So please come on over. We have we're working with Embody Audio right now, and they are giving away a $2,000 gaming PC. So go over to our channel and put !immerse, and you can go enter. That's the stuff for me.
Woo! Rabbit, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
What's up? I'm Rabbit. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can find me at twitch.tv/HeyMrRabbit, where I go ahead and stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, except for the Saturdays when I do this. And I stream horror games, FPS games, retro games, just all kinds of games, really. Mostly puzzle and horror and retro RPGs is my wheelhouse. The most recent thing I played was Halo Reach. I was currently just in talks, met one of my friends, owns a business. I haven't seen him in 2 years. Shot the shit with him for a while, and I got permission to go ahead and rep his business on my show. So I actually did one of the cornerstones that I said I wanted to do this year, and I did it! I'm so happy.
Congrats.
Yeah! So I could flip a truck. I'm so happy. Oh man, but other than that, that's all I'm doing. Love to see you. I have an open door. It's a madcap show, but I'd be more than happy to see you. All right. Woo! Where do I upload this episode? Where's that link? Where do I get it?
Next up.
Who's next?
Oh,
Who wants to get up on the podium and tell people how sexy they are?
What are you up to?
Well, I am Lanny Patori. You can find me all over the internet at that very name if you can figure out how to spell it. That's the mystery. If you're not all role-played out yet, check out my Twitch channel on Monday, because Connor, Caitlyn, our buddy Shadow Dancer Bob, and Takahata 101 join us for The Ties That Bind. It is another fun RPG that you might enjoy. So pop on in. I'll probably play some Guilty Gear Strive maybe a little bit tomorrow. Not sure, but I'll be playing a bunch of other things because there are things that are happening and I like doing things. And you people are awesome. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, I agree.
Rapid fire.
Sarah,
Yahoo.
where can they find you? What are you up to?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia, and I don't really do any streaming. I just do tabletop on Twitch on Saturdays, so mostly otherwise I'm just doing voiceover stuff. But I
You
can't
act
do
like
that.
that's not a thing, but you do so much.
But I'm not making content.
Oh no, you're
Can't.
making other content.
Dalliard, command the earth to swallow me whole.
Oh my god.
110.
Not allowed.
Affirmative, madam. Please swallow Sarah Ann Williams whole.
Anyway, oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did a lot.
And they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday is tabletop day where me and a bunch of friends, namely Count Widget, Hey Mr. Rabbit, sometimes Probate shows up, and we might have a couple of more. We play either war games or random board games on Tuesdays. We played some Digimon TCG last Tuesday. Or whatever.
That was
This
so
Tuesday.
fun, wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun. And then this coming Tuesday is going to be more Path to Glory. It's going to be Luke versus Rabbit.
Yeah.
Slanesh versus Seraphon. It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
I'm going to throw a laughable amount of skinks upon him.
Indeed.
I need to figure out how to use that battle list more, because I was like, he's so many lizards, and I just put him in a ball and threw him at you. Didn't work well. I think the trick is don't engage in melee, because I clearly can't win in there. So
Yeah, we'll figure that out this coming Tuesday, Friday Funhouse. We'll play a bunch of fun games with my friends. We played some Amogus as well as Amogus, as well as some Guilty Gear Strive. That was a lot of fun. Need to play that game more. Saturday, when I'm not doing this or the Prince Division, I am playing through the Yakuza series. We're on Yakuza 4 Remastered right now. And we just completed part 1 earlier today. And then, of course, on Sundays, I'm playing through Resident Evil 8. I need to get through that game so people can talk spoilers around me. Also, be sure to check out Dead House Sonata, the action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living. A dark fantasy setting from the makers, or not the makers, from the original mind behind the Legacy of Kain series. Should be a lot of fun. Should be pretty great story-wise. I am very excited for it. Should be coming out sometime next year, I believe.
Ooh.
And also be sure to check out my DM's Guild, where I release 5th edition subclasses for D&D. Most recently, it's the Augmentation Artificer. And coming out next month will be the Circle of the Sentinel Druid, where you are a fighty druid and you can make weapons using your wild shape. It'll be schnuts. But other than that, I'd like to thank our sponsor for this evening. I rolled a bunch of dice. Bunch of my Die Hard dice this evening. Die Hard Dice has been with us for quite some time across multiple different campaigns, and they are phenomenal to work with. They've got some fantastic gay dice that is on sale for 33% off right now. But if that's not quite your style, then you can go to dieharddice.com and pick yourself up any kind of dice, either polymer or metal, dice carrying cases, folding trays, dice scrolls, dice towers, any of that good jazz. And if you put in the code Greckles, you can get 10% off your order at dieharddice.com.
Wait, how much can I save by using the code Greckle at dieharddice.com?
10.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I missed. There's supposed to be a more rancorous. Hold on, I'll try it again. How much? 10. Thank you. What?
Oh,
That's amazing!
There you go.
There you go.
Yes. And with that out of the way, I would like to thank all of our wonderful people who have either gave bits or subs. Starting with John 230. Thank you for the 4 months. 4 months already? Yeah.
wow.
Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Wait, was that Crackles or Greckles?
Crackles.
Yeah,
Crackly Greckles.
it's me. I'm the Crackle Man. Funny Mike Go. Dalliard Quest, thank you for the 12 months. Akazar, thank you for the 500 bits. The party will now, on for legal purposes, be known as Sing Song Produce.
Oh my god.
Dalaron Quest, thank you for the 100 bits. Accidentally pressed the enter button entering a sub message, so here are some bits. Been meaning to say, I've been loving this campaign and catching up has been great, but not also does listening to y'all make me want to do a New Vegas with mods. It also makes me realize that this, with this new wave of D&D podcast, we are basically back in the era of radio plays.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
Wow.
Those are some of the first things I listened to when I was a little kid.
Yeah, no, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Ain't that
Yeah.
wild? Like,
Yeah.
I used to
Crazy.
love Fireside Theater, like really old stuff like that.
Well, shit. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Every time. No, really.
It's wild to be a part of all that, and appreciate
is.
you all sitting here with us.
Yeah. Thank you.
320
all.
Gimmo, thank you for the 15 months. New friend. Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Yo, give me that last emote. John 230, thank you for the 100 bits. Connor, if anything happens to this Mr. Handy, why you blaming me? They weren't even supposed to. They
Blame the Die Hard dice.
It's true.
that you can save 10% of.
Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. Mr. Dalliard, aka the Tubs of Gateway.
What?
Oh my god.
Yay.
I can't believe I accidentally to Tubbs.
Well,
Except he's
I'm happy.
intelligent and just doesn't go around going, oh, and he has a flamethrower.
Yet we have not programmed him to do so.
That is
Yet.
true. Elvwin, thank you for the 100 bits. Absolutely fantastic. And may you all have a wonderful time till you play again. Yeah.
Aw, thank you.
Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. In your best robot advertisement voice.
From the makers of Mr. Handy, Dr. Handy, and Mr. Handy Wrecker comes the latest in robotics, Mrs. Handy. She's just like Mr. Handy, except she has a bow on her head. Hello, Mrs. Handy. Hello, Mr. Handy. Mrs. Handy, a Robco product, now available in stores.
Oh my god. They're just talking to each other and being really cordial.
That bow looks quite attractive on you. Thank you.
And that's it.
I love it.
Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. How do you know the dice are gay? Because they told me they're attracted to other dice.
Oh my god.
The Twit Gamer, thank you for the 100 bits. Mr. Dalliard, command the earth to swallow me up. And
Oh my
Zenlita,
lord.
thank you for the 100 bits. Also, that was a great scene between Alvin and Apex.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Thank you.
Sweet.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Finally, we have Magic Ninja Go with 100 bits. Yo, my apple crisp is done. I gotta let it cool. My apple crisp is my ass crisp is done.
Oh, my ass is done.
Oh no.
It's crispy.
You know what's the matter, honey? You're not touching your ass crisp.
Oh my god.
Shut up and eat your ass crispies.
Oh my god.
My apple crisp is done. Just gotta let it
Okay,
cool,
there we
and
go.
we'll be able to have it for dessert. Although, a little bit of advice for people who are baking. When you take things out of the oven, make sure the door is out of the way. Otherwise, you will burn your hand when you bump against it, like I did with my right middle knuckle. Ow.
Wear it like a badge of pride. It's part of cooking.
I'm also glad that you're okay.
Yeah. One more from Nom Nom Goblin with a 100 bits. Die Hard Dice, putting the poly in polymer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, gonna go ahead and call it an evening. Let's see who is available to be raided.
All right.
fucking
Do you want me to
know.
throw names at you, or do you
fucking
have
know.
somebody already lined up?
I'm gonna go and look right now.
Well, you look.
Theropod's on. Some Darko Draco's playing Dead by Daylight. I don't know who that is though.
Hmm.
Tabby of the Cato, Ravenheart.
Game of
Right.
Fuji. Game of Fuji's playing Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Ooh.
No, she's doing like a big marathon stream too. Like she's been going for like,
Ever.
yeah, she started last night.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. Who is this?
My friend Julie.
Yeah, Julie.
She edits our podcast video.
She's a swell lady.
It's true.
All right.
She has a lot of cats to take care of.
Ooh. Go ahead and raid her then. What's her Twitch channel?
Gamer
Fuji.
MERFUGI.
J.I.
J.I. Sorry. It's late. for me.
Raid Gamer Fuji. Okay.
Yep, please.
Great Gamer Fuji.
What should the raid message be?
Our raid message
Mr.
will be hello,
Dalliard."
madam.
Hello, madam.
Hello, madam.
Love it. I love it.
All right. Take care, you crazy kids. I will see you all.
On Monday
next-
for the time. I don't know, anytime.
Yeah. But here
see you
you'll see
whenever
me.
I see ya.
Here you'll see me Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Careful, you might
For the
want to be careful of
unexpected,
spoilers. Yes, be careful of spoilers for people who haven't played Yakuza Like a Dragon, including myself.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.